The following announcement has been paid for by Casey is Raw.
Guys, my name is Casey is Raw, and this is Saturday is Raw. We got Steve Callan, we got MK3 Kratos, and we got AJ Raiders. How are you guys doing today?
What's going on, boys?
Yo,
I waited the whole fucking hour waiting for the stream to start in the waiting area. I joined as soon as you put the damn link up on Skype.
Hey, that's dedication. We appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Actually, what was funny, I was building it. I accidentally hit live, and I was like, so I had to delete that whole, and then I had to build it again. So, luckily, a lot of the stuff it wasn't too much I had to deal with, but kayfabe right now. When I was watching the intro on my end, it was just stuttering. So
Really? It sounds great on my end, But tonight is war because we do have stiff competition tonight. So we have to make it. We have to make this show the best because we got two other shows running head to head with us.
Oh yeah, we got the bigger ones. Oh no. Well, let's say hi to some people. We've got Stanza. Sunday is Raw. We got Mikkel. We got Randy Viper. And the Rose, he says will be
Casey's boyfriend.
Yep.
He's overslept and he's feeding his animals. And then Bam saying that I finally got out of bed. You're not too far from that.
What's up? All I gotta say is what's up to Costanza, my brother, dude. I love Costanza, dude. Me and him will go back on Twitter. Like some of these days when I start my show, fucking Casey, when you come on, we're gonna have Facey versus Casey, and oh my god, the clips I have on you, dude, like it's great.
Well, hold on, we got. I'm supposedly the fake Casey. Then we got the real Casey, and then we got Facey that looks like Mellow Yellow. So we got two other variants.
No, I thought that was Fami.
Well, no, Fami, Facey is related to Fami.
Really? I thought Facey was Costanza. Oh, we're breaking kayfabe over here.
Oh.
No,
here's
that's
one question. Where's Pico Boulevard at?
Yeah, he'll probably be out here soon.
I know AJ said he had some choice words for him.
Oh, he ran to the competition, You don't want none of this bulldog.
But AJ, you brought something up before we started.
I brought up two things tonight, actually.
Yeah,
We got to
so
talk about Casey's name being on Epstein Island list, and we have to talk about the aliens that's going on. So, Casey, if you want to, bring up Epstein Island.
oh, there's actually two lists. I'm not on the bad one where I was flew over there as being one of the people who are the criminals. I'm one of those victims.
You're a
I'm
victim now? Oh, now you're calling victim when you were the one that said you had children in your diddle cave. Mhm.
Bullshit.
oh, I was one of the only guys to rub Jeffrey Epstein's feet.
His
No,
feet?
Are
yeah.
we sure you didn't give Stephen Hawking a handy at this point?
No, that was Mikkel. Come on. Mikkel wanted the wheelchair. Mikkel wanted the wheelchair. So he said, "I rub you dick." And he said, "Okay."
Well, I
I mean,
mean,
we all know in actuality, Stephen Hawking, if he went to Fantasy Island, all he can do is fucking sit and watch. He can't really walk around it anything.
I mean, you could someone
Yeah,
like a lap dance, or she could woman
wait, he's a lap dance. What you mean? He ain't gonna feel
with
shit
their
down there.
bride
You know
instead.
that.
They're so disgusting. Like, literally, we're talking about fucking minors on Epstein Island and these fucking pedophiles sitting there literally. It's so fucking disturbing. It's so wrong. Like,
It is. It is.
but it's so
Please.
fucked up. And we
Yeah,
had one of our own that was on the island. Hence, Casey is raw.
well, but like I said, I was one of the victims. Like I'm
Really?
had to rub his feet.
You're not
You won't
going
believe
back on some of these kids, dude. Be real. I mean, you are. Casey is raw. Are you raw dogging?
He goes in raw. He's going in raw. He doesn't lie about it. He's like, yeah, you're going raw.
I do. I lie. I'm going wrong.
Shout out to Steven Larson for letting us use their name for a second.
Actually, it's funny you say that because they actually I'm banned in their chat.
Really? They banned you? How? Dude, Steven Larson are fucking hilarious.
I'll bet money it's one of their mods. I seriously doubt either of them.
I'm gonna have to send a tweet to him and say, unban Casey is raw. He's a good dude.
I'm gonna try to send them a message saying, "Hey, I don't know what happened, but I wasn't going to press the issues." Like, hey, said, if not able to, I'll still be a fan. Either way,
Right.
like I don't know what happened. I'll bet money that I offended a mod. I seriously doubt I offended Steve.
You? You offend somebody? How? You're like a fucking child at heart. How the fuck can you fucking offend somebody?
I know who's offending the entire wrestling community. CM Punk
Who's that?
apparently said in an interview that he's winning the Rumble on Peacock, in the Peacock interview on Thursday. That he pretty much people are going with the idea that he spoiled the Royal Rumble winner for the men's Rumble match, and just came out and said he's winning the Rumble.
Well, you know what? I prefer CM Punk winning the Rumble than
He's not winning.
Well, I mean, I would like to see Cody Rhodes do it, but I would put Cody Rhodes. We're not obviously getting right into this. If anything, let's say if Cody Rhodes,
Well, I gotta ask you a question. Are we gonna be back to the whole Epstein Island and the alien subject? We have to talk about this.
Definitely.
Okay.
if Cody Rhodes gonna win the Royal Rumble, the best way to do it this time, he's got to start at number one and go all the way through. There's no him
No,
way through.
no, not at number one. Give him a middle number, not number one. We got gas wrestling Dominic on fucking in Madison Square Garden. He is not gonna last in an hour-long Rumble from the number one spot.
you don't have to be in the ring for a full hour. You can roll out as being hurt. So he could be out there, but
Kayfabe injury, Casey, really? They
but
did that with Roman in 2016. Look at you remember that crowd reaction he got when he did the same thing in 2016
well,
as
Cody,
champion?
yeah, that was pretty bad. But I think Cody Rhodes could hang for the full hour. So I think, or the full match. So
Gunther did the had went for 70 minutes in the fucking Rumble from the number one spot. He got eliminated by Cody.
but I'm thinking now with CM Punk being here now, and people are, I bet, still favoring Cody. I wouldn't doubt CM Punk will win the Royal Rumble, and obviously he's going to choose Seth Rollins. While I predict uh, Cody will win the Elimination Chamber and going for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Or lately they've been calling it the WWE Championship. Then that's what it should be called.
Yeah.
But that's my prediction as who I think the route they're going to do it. But
that they're gonna have Rock versus Roman in some shape or form
I
on either Mania or Elimination Chamber.
well,
They already said that Rhea's like a main eventing Elimination Chamber, so they can't do it. They can't put that match in the middle of Elimination Chamber. That's gonna happen at Mania. Someone's gonna get screwed out of a main event spot.
well, I read a prediction. Someone predicting that Randy Orton.
So now you're cheating on the rose with Randy Viper over here. Now you got Randy Viper on your mind.
Cody for the at Mania is what you're thinking. This person.
Well, I'm thinking Randy Orton. What they're saying, Randy Orton will win the 4-way, while Roman's going to fight The Rock at WrestleMania. But the thing is, it won't mean as much because they really need to be Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yep. And pretty much who even fucking remembers Legacy at this point in this day and age? Who remembers the Orton faction-led Legacy?
Not a lot at all, quite frankly. I mean,
exactly.
I do. I still remember them.
No one's gonna care about their previous history in Legacy.
Well, I remember about them, but as of the casual fan is not going to know much about Legacy unless they
Plus, you'll have to turn someone heel in the end.
Legacy.
And Cody's not turning heel.
Was Legacy
Orton
about?
Just came back to a babyface reaction. He ain't turning heel.
But isn't it Legacy like 13 years ago or something like that?
Legacy was about 14, 15 years ago now. 2009 shit.
So, hold on. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have said anything. We'll be on our good behavior, Rose. I promise. At least I'll.
It's a joke, Rose. Can't think a joke.
Oh,
I think it's more.
Don't get all mad.
Casey said on fucking.
Just because you're the receiver and Casey's the pitcher, don't get all mad.
I think it stems from him saying like dumb shit on Less Than Serious.
Yeah, let's give Rose the respect for that.
Rose knows I respect him and his relationship. He knows I'll never air his dirty fucking laundry.
Well, I do feel bad when I said on Less Than Serious. I was just kidding, but I was just having a fun time. But
Yeah, you have way too much fun. We just have to ask Jeffrey Epstein. Oh wait, we can't.
He's dead now, so we can. But
We could also ask Trump or Clinton. They would know. They're also on the list. Or Cameron Diaz. Did you fuck her too?
What?
But let's go back to the Rumble. So, were you guys thinking? Do you guys think there's any other route than just those two big names? I mean,
The Rock, of course. Come on, man.
I
I
don't
already
think
predicted if
winning
Rock
the
and
Rumble.
Roman happens at Elimination Chamber, it
No,
better
it's
be
happening at the
Roman
Rumble. Or not the
It better
Rumble,
be
but
Roman
Route.
giving him a KO Rumble 2023 ass whooping. And it only goes 14 minutes.
But we already know what's
Rock
gonna
is gonna
happen,
be
though.
fucking
It's gonna
gassed
be
the
Roman
fucking
and fucking It's gonna be Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania. Come on, they already fucking said it. You got to read between the lines.
If they do it at Elimination Chamber, that's gonna screw Rhea out of a main event because they already confirmed she's getting the main event for that show.
Yeah, I think they'll do Mania. Like night one could be like Roman and Rock, and then night two could be Roman and Cody.
That's what I'm thinking. But that also screws CM Punk out of a main event spot with Seth. That's the only issue there.
He was mentioning Roman. He didn't say anything about a match or anything. So they
Paul
could.
Heyman did all the talking, and Paul Heyman even mentioned Punk in that promo last night.
So I'm thinking most likely, look, what I would do is either they'll hold this on the Rock versus Roman match either all the way until next year's WrestleMania. Or they'll have to have it set up for SummerSlam. That's what I would do. Those are the two best.
You really want Cody to finish his story at SummerSlam?
No, I'm for the Rock and Roman match happen at either SummerSlam or next year's WrestleMania.
That would give Rock a opportunity to end his reign before he breaks Hogan's record.
Well, yeah, but I got a question for the whole Cody thing, though. Okay, Cody finishing the story. Then what? He wins the title. Then what? Then what's the story?
Well, I mean,
he claims
as a world champion. I mean, people are behind him even when he lost at WrestleMania. I mean,
and then his support started dwindling as of late under the Vince McMahon 2023 portion where he wrestled Lesnar for no fucking real reason.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, now
here's the thing: Gunther, great IC champion. I can see if Cody does finish his story at Mania this year. I said this on a different stream earlier today. I can see Gunther challenging Cody for the world title.
Well, I was listening to Soul Monster, and he predicts that when they go to Germany, was it
Berlin?
That he predicts he's going to win the world title at that pay-per-view.
Now, but you got to understand that there's two titles we have going on. We have the Undisputed Championship, and then we have the World's Heavyweight Championship that Seth Rollins here has. So, I mean, there's two belts. So the Royal Rumble winner could either wrestle Seth or wrestle Roman. So let's be honest. I mean, The Rock and Roman has been built up for almost over a year now going on. Everybody's been hearing rumors with the dirt sheets about this. So I think Cody and Seth would probably be the fucking best thing.
I mean, I wouldn't be down.
If we really want to be unpredictable, we can put Gunther, Punk, and Seth in the world title match at Mania.
Oh, another triple threat, just like Benoit, Michaels, and Triple H, huh?
No, not like that. Not like that. I'm thinking more along the lines of hard hitting match between all three men, like Sheamus, McIntyre, and Gunther from last year's Mania.
Honestly,
You can't deny that was a
I
hard
mean,
ass.
technically, it would make sense to have a triple threat match for the 40th anniversary. I mean, because the 20th anniversary we had a triple threat match, so it would make sense 20 years later.
Yep.
Wow, can you believe that was 20 years ago? Damn, dude, that Benoit won the title.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I was
Won
gonna
the
say,
same belt too, twice.
Yeah.
Like literally 20 years apart, essentially. 4 years apart. If you think about it. He won it in WCW in 2000. He wins it back in a different company 4 years later.
Yeah.
Never actual WWE champion. Always big gold.
Shout out to Apartment is Raw.
oh my god,
The apartment smells like abused children. Casey, comment?
Must break out the air freshener. I'm sorry.
Is that really your apartment? He's doxing you.
No, that's not my real apartment. Actually, Debbie's a real nice apartment.
Casey wishes. He's like, no, I live in the ghettos.
Well, that picture more like looks AI generated anyway to me.
It's a nice apartment though. It looks like something that's like downtown in the downtown area would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably paying well over $2,000 a month. Like
probably like $3,000.
Yeah,
looks like a Florida high-rise studio apartment area.
That's
my god, apartment is raw. Apartment is raw. He says, "Is that Rose Gaming guy your butt hurt boyfriend?" Wow. Oh wow. He forgot his panties on the floor. Oh my god. Apartment is raw. Uh-oh. What happened to Casey?
I think he froze.
Casey left his own show.
I think his camera froze because he wasn't moving.
Maybe he's doing the air freshener. Maybe he's got
Are you air freshening your apartment, Casey? Are you telling those little bastards to get back in the hole?
Oh no! I had to jump in and out for a second because when you were talking, it was starting to breaking up, so I had to jump in again. God dang!
Oh, okay.
See,
as long as you spread the apartment, that's what counts, and put those little bastards back in the hole. So how much did they cost? That's what I'm questioning, curious, Casey. How much did each one of those cost?
Air freshener or the kids?
Take your pick. I mean, it's you're the one here about them, so you tell me.
Well, I would say that probably the air fresheners. I bought the two that plugs into the wall. Actually, it's funny.
Is it Glade?
I'm not sure. I think it's the knockoff version.
Oh, okay.
But I actually need to get a couple refills because they're both empty. So I actually went grocery shopping, but I went quick and got about $100 worth of stuff. So
now hold on, I gotta ask you a question about the grocery shopping. When you mean grocery shopping, does that mean you pulled around the corner to the McDonald's and says, "I need $100 worth so I can put it in my refrigerator"?
I don't actually go to the DVDs as much as I used to.
To be fair, Casey, the last time I went overboard at McDonald's, I bought 10 triple cheeseburgers.
Holy shit!
Jesus,
damn!
I'm not joking. I bought 10 triple cheeseburgers. It only cost me just north of $20.
That's it.
Yeah, like $23.34 was the total.
Casey, Costanza says McDonald's should never be microwaved. Casey.
Now,
know about that.
I'm saying like cheeseburgers like $2.30 at the time. Now they're $3
Well, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do this bundle. that I could split it up and have either 2 or 3 meals out of it. It's the where you get 20-piece nuggets, you get stir fries,
Mm.
either 4 cheeseburgers or 4 McChickens.
Oh wow,
And
God, yeah. How much does this
Jesus
cost?
Christ.
I think it's like $15, maybe
15
12,
bucks.
$15.
15 bucks.
Wow.
A
And not only
20
that,
piece nugget is $5 by itself.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that shit's expensive.
You're probably thinking subtotal. That should have to be
that's
at least 20.
DoorDash too. And you gotta know that's DoorDash price as well. So I don't remember.
There's the
So
answer. DoorDash.
And in case he's so cheap, he doesn't even tip the driver. He's like,
no,
I don't need to give you a
You
tip.
lost me as soon as you said
Wow.
DoorDash. That
hold on.
pricing
I
on DoorDash is fucking cheap as fuck. But then you have to pay
Hold
the delivery fee of like,
Ooh.
I think the delivery fee here is for McDonald's is like $4 extra, and then you have to still pay tax for the food at the restaurant.
Yeah, well, like they always say in any industry, if you can't pay for it, then don't order it.
Mm-hmm.
well,
But the one thing that really makes 0 cents on delivery fees being high for DoorDash is Rallies/Checkers restaurants.
huh?
Let's just say the delivery fee for those restaurants, no matter what you get, the delivery fee is like $7.
Good God.
$7
Wow.
for Rallies Checkers restaurants. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, go fuck yourself.
But I want to go back where you said that I don't give no tip. That's not totally true.
I was joking. I was
Hold on.
joking. I was doing your voice, like the Casey voice, you know? I don't do that. I'm too cheap. I buy video games instead.
Well, what I do is I type in the tip spot and I put accompaniment as a tip. So
That's
right.
fucked up. What are you, a Tommy now? What are you, Tommy?
Okay, Tommy and
Delivery
Caesar.
drivers,
Come on,
I give
Tommy,
actual cash to delivery drivers. It's a common
Well,
courtesy.
I give. It depends. If it's not too far, I mean, I'll do between a few bucks to $5, give or take. I mean, they're still getting
I
paid.
go as high. If my food takes a while to get to me, I'll give the fucking driver a $10 tip, cheap bastard. I'll give the driver a $10.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, if you really think about it, like I know people that are in that industry, and they're like 1099s. They're independent contractors. They don't work for DoorDash.
Yeah.
DoorDash is just an outlet. They rely on the tips. Like people need to understand that. Like when you sit there and throw 0 tip, that's like okay. You're not going to get your order for probably like 15, 20, maybe a half hour. You got to take that in consideration, people.
Like I said, anytime if the delivery is close, I'll tip 5. I don't tip no lower than 5. My max is 10 when it comes to a long delivery.
Well, for me, a lot of these places that I order were closer. Like they're only a couple miles, give or take. You know,
Yo,
not even
tip $5 for gas.
So.
That's at least 1 gallon.
Yeah,
So
especially nowadays. Yeah.
So I give them between $3 and $5. So
That's
maybe
not bad.
or even a little bit more. So it depends on what I order. Like I'll give a little bit more if I order a lot, or they'll travel across town. Then yeah, I'll give a little bit more. But I had one time.
I always leave a message in my DoorDash like orders where I say,
"Oh, that's great!
Cash tip on delivery."
That's great. I got to stop you here for a second, MC Kratos. Mocker says Tommy NC 2010. Is so fat. The Wendy's stock market keeps going up thanks to him for eating it. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's fucked up.
That's a name I haven't heard in a fucking while.
Wow.
I don't know he's on Ken's
I mean,
show
to be
exclusively.
honest with you, I feel bad that Tommy is that big. Like that's scary. And he's like in his 30s, right? He's
He's
early
around my age,
30s.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Lisa's early
Like,
30s.
damn, dude. Like, could you imagine him being like 35 and having a heart attack on screen because he's that big?
I
No,
mean,
I'm not taking shots at the dude. I love the dude, but I'm just saying, like, he's too big.
Yeah.
No, I
Here's one
agree.
question. Here's one question I have about Tommy. Did his streak of throwing up on New Year's continue this year?
I didn't watch the New Year's stream. It was me, Mikkel, and Steve Callan. Or Steve Callan. I'm sorry, people. We gotta understand. It's Steve Callan. We were all on stream, hanging out, getting drunk on New Year's Eve. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I only ask that because it's been what 3 years in a row he's thrown up into the first day of the new year from drinking too damn much.
Yeah, I don't know. Was Crystal there? That's the real question. Because if she was there on New Year's Eve, then probably she almost got molested.
Well, the last few times she's been on
Hey,
his
and
show,
we
he's
wrong.
threw
We're
up in
only
her
spitting
fucking
facts
mouth.
here. We're only spitting facts here. Come on, facts over your feelings.
The one thing that he upset me the most was that he revealed a Christmas present he got her a couple years back on his New Year's stream. I gave him shit for this.
I don't remember
said,
this.
He said, I actually got Crystal a 12-inch dildo for Christmas.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh my
What? Are you kidding me?
He does this on stream as a
Oh my god!
comment. I'm like, dude, what?
Wow.
I'm
This
like,
is something I never knew. Did you know about this, guys?
on one of his New Year's streams a couple years ago. I'm like, why the fuck would you admit getting your best friend, who's a female, a 12-inch on stream that you got her a 12-inch dildo for Christmas?
I don't know. That's a good. I don't know.
mean, you must love it deep then. Shit. You
I
must
don't
love
know.
that shit deep then. My God.
I don't know that.
Let's say a woman gifted me like a fleshlight. I'm not gonna turn it down. I was like, thank you.
But would you admit
A
that
fleshlight? You mean a peg?
That you
You mean a peg? Be
got it
honest,
as the
Casey.
one on stream for Christmas. That's the
Well-
point I'm trying to get across. He admitted he bought her a dildo for Christmas that year.
That's disturbing. Like, I'm sorry, that is very disturbing. I mean, I understand Casey had not Casey, but fuck, I understand Tommy has autism, but there's certain things you just don't say to a woman
Oh.
because that will make her fucking vagina fucking dry up real quick. Oh yeah, here's a 12-inch dildo. Oh yeah, panties fucking dropping, she gets wet like instant. Come on now, come on. Women are gonna look at you like, what the fuck? Any woman will say that.
Seriously. He says this with her next to him on stream for this. I'm like, dude, why the fuck? I said in his chat. I don't know if the stream chat is up on that stream. If it's viewable. I said in his chat, why the fuck would you admit that on your own stream that you got your best friend got that as a present for her with her sitting next to you?
Well, I remember couple times where Tommy would say he has a 12-inch dick. So,
we're gonna get back on this train for the 13th millionth time. Casey's still wanting to see this dick. What are you gonna do if he sends you a picture? You gonna suck that dick too, Casey?
I don't believe that worth a rat's ass because here's the thing. The reason why I say that I don't believe that claim worth a shit. The dude's so damn big. How does he know what it even looks like now?
He does the Peter Griffin.
the thing is, I was saying, hey, if he wants to prove it, he can prove it. He can make money off it. First, I offered him.
Really want to see that too.
Here's another thing. I remember an old picture he posted on Twitter. He tagged Cronin's wife in it.
Oh my god!
And it was him with no shirt on, implied with no pants on, and had like one of those little like smiley face emojis covering his crotch. I'm like,
That's very disturbing
why-
because
why-
Leah
why?
is a very nice woman. She's a very sweet lady.
He is.
You should not do that. That's
Oh,
just wrong.
what the heck was he thinking?
That's where you cross the line. I'm sorry. If you did that, say if I had a
was
wife and
still
you did that to
regular
her,
amount of
that
times.
yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm like, dude, I said to him on my old Twitter account, dude, take this shit down. Seriously, this is fucked up.
That's like Casey doing that to fucking. Well, I don't know.
I mean, seriously, the
That's like Casey doing that to Mikkel's mom.
Was very very reminiscent of like when Jim Cornette dropped his pants at a fucking wrestling event.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jim Cornette actually like drops his pants as a distraction tactic at a wrestling event.
Why can't I not do that to Mikkel's mom? I mean, she probably
Because you could sell some crack to him and you can get your rocks off by Mikkel's mom. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
Casey's like, really? It's that easy? All I have to buy is some crack?
Just get some lines set up and you're good to go. Set up some lines on the table. There's the powdered sugar.
Oh,
Here's a straw. Just snort the powdered sugar. And you'll be all happy and hunky dory like, oh God.
While he's wiping his nose. Casey, you can't pick your nose live on stream.
I had in the middle, my finger in the middle of my nose.
Still doesn't help that I just described cocaine as happy powdered sugar. Damn it! That doesn't help you. That doesn't help your case.
But hey, let's go back to talking about wrestling. So, oh gosh. So, do you guys think anything else gonna be different with the Rumble? I mean, it seems it's pretty obvious that either one of those two is gonna be the winner.
I think we're getting an actual one-on-one with Rhea and Nia at either the Rumble or the Chamber.
Well,
or we could get an Elimination Chamber main event for the Women's World Championship with Rhea in it in the main event. We could get that.
If Rhea is fighting Nia Jax, Rhea will retain.
No.
I don't see
the riptide on her in that fatal 5-way at Saudi.
What?
Did she hit riptide on Nia at Saudi in the fatal 5-way?
I don't know.
Because if she didn't, that would be a good feat of strength to show off for Rhea. Then we can go into Elimination Chamber with her against 5 other women she defeated before throughout her reign. And then, 4 other women plus Liv Morgan, who she beat the shit out of, to write her off TV.
Well, I usually don't watch the women's fights, so.
Of course not.
Of course, really, Keithy.
Well, it's just. I mean, it depends. I mean, if like I like Rhea Ripley, but I do not want to watch freaking Nia Jax.
Neither do I. If Nia Jax is on my screen, I will not watch. I don't even know why she's back.
I'm like, ever since she got fired, she did nothing. That's why I heard that you didn't see her go anywhere else. Maybe she got better training, but she's
better training. She's still hoarding people in the ring.
I'm just saying she could have maybe better training.
What do you mean better training?
But I'm just saying. Oh my God, Marker, that's fucked up. I can't put that up there. That's fucked up. I can't put that up there. I think
you also have to remember one thing.
I have to read it. I just took a piss. I had to read what's going on. Hold on.
Let's see.
You know me, I'm the one that offends people, so let me read it. This one. How do you starve a black person put the food in, put their food stamp card under a job application. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hold the fucking phone. Hold the fucking phone. No, wait. Wrestling talk right here. Apparently, Hook called out Samoa Joe tonight on Collision.
Oh, wow. I was trying to watch Collision earlier, but I was having internet issues. So I said, fuck it. I was just watching YouTube. Plus, I was doing some stuff, getting ready for the show tonight. So
Yeah.
I'll probably go back and watch Collision. So,
but either way, that's the highlight according to Fightful. Hook
that'd be
called
good.
out Samoa Joe. I'm just going like, Hook is still green as my shit that comes out of my ass.
If your shit's green, I think you need to go to the doctor's.
It's an expression.
Oh, okay.
It's an expression.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's about as green as the water in my fucking toilet. Let's say that then. Green as grass. Green as my fucking like fleece jacket, and that's a forest dark green color. Come on. Hook is Samoa Joe's first challenger for the AEW World Title potentially. Are we fucking serious?
Joe, and there's no doubt about that. But
got two questions for you boys.
Go ahead.
Okay, so is anybody going to be watching TNA Hard to Kill live from Las Vegas, January 13th?
So a week from now or something like that.
Yeah, next Sunday, I think.
If
How much is
next Saturday?
Like pay-per-view channel, then yes.
Second question is, how do you guys feel about Camille, the Brick House, the former NWA champion, signing with the WWE? So now literally we have Jade Cargill and Camille coming to WWE.
I said it before. My mother freaked the fuck out when she first saw Camille at Empower.
Dude, when fucking the first Into the Fire. No. The first Power episode. When she was Nick Aldis's bodyguard, like China with Triple H, dude. Yeah. She was fucking stacked, like.
Mm-hmm. But my mother had this wide-eyed look when she first saw Camille at Empower during her NWA Women's Title match with Layla Hirsch. She got this wide-eyed look, like in shock. I remember because I recorded her damn reaction. But her exact words about Layla Hirsch for that and her entrance for that match, my mother says she looks like she belongs in grade school still, with how small she was.
Well, the one thing I would say, WWE is making good moves for the women division because, I mean, we still have to try to get away from all this tits and ass stuff. We're getting further away from it, and I'm happy about that. But I want some actual fighters, good wrestlers for the women. Like Shayna Baszler she should have been champion by now. She should have been.
I think she's not being pushed because of her age.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think Camille, when she comes in, she's gonna be pushed.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, I'm gonna see Jade. I'm probably gonna see Jade Cargill in St. Louis at Raw next month.
Is she coming then? I thought she's still in NXT or in development.
A commercial promoting Raw in St. Louis. She was in a Raw promotional tickets video commercial, and that was in the local area.
She'll probably at the Rumble, Jade Cargill.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll bet she'll show up the Royal Rumble. I'll bet Camille might show up there.
That'll be the surprise entrance. Mickey James and Camille both will show up.
If Jade Cargill shows up, I'll put money on it. I'm betting Jade Cargill's in the Elimination Chamber for Rhea's world title. I'll
that early?
Money on that shit.
Wait, hold on. No, Royal Rumble's this month, right?
Yeah. Elimination Chamber's next month.
Yeah, it's still too early, I think.
Yeah, but I do see Jade Cargill being in the Rumble.
I can see her in the Elimination Chamber for an actual showcase, like with a title on the line.
But let's be honest here, though, boys. The WWE, if they get anybody from AEW, they think of them as less than, let's be honest, than the WWE talent. It's true.
It's not true. I mean,
minus Cody, because Cody has a huge name.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jade was passed over by WWE, which is why she went to AEW when she was still training in the PC tryouts. She got looked over.
Well, she obviously needed some more training. She should have just stayed.
She went to AEW, wrestled for 2-3 years there. Her first match was a fucking loss because it was a tag match with her and fucking Shaq, a man who doesn't wrestle. He was only in the ring to just fight Cody and to promote NBA on TNT.
Yeah, that was a stupid match.
Yeah, people seem to forget that Jade Cargill's very first match was a fucking loss.
It was.
Even if she wasn't pinned.
Like, I get they were promoting, but still, it didn't need to happen.
Exactly.
Well, here's another
thing. The only
thing.
good thing about that was Shaq honoring Brody King with the whole hands thing before he had a power bomb.
Well, I have a surprise prediction, even though Soul Monster said this, and it's more likely now for this to happen for the women's because CM is here. I believe AJ Lee will be in the Royal Rumble. I think
I would not be opposed to that.
I don't think she'll be.
Her neck is actually better, she said. That's why she quit the first time.
Be cameo, though. It'll be just for the Royal Rumble, not for a whole run.
She might be. I don't know.
She might
be looking for a WoW. I think she right now she was doing things for Women's of Wrestling. I know that.
She's not under contract with them anymore, I believe.
Oh, she's not.
I thought.
Then if she shows up, that'd be great. I actually would love to see that.
Wait, I thought WWE bought WoW.
No,
because it's on the network.
No, it's not.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was.
You're probably thinking of Glow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
that's probably Glow.
I don't know. I have to check that out.
Glow's the promotion that got Ivory her start.
Yeah, but I remember WoW when came out just right around the end of WCW era.
Yeah,
well, that was just like that XPW or whatever.
They didn't buy the revived version of WoW. I know that. Did not buy that because that comes with another can of worms and Tessa Blanchard, or she fired from them as well.
But as of the Rumble winner, I really don't know. I mean, who could you choose for the women right now? I mean, Rhea is the champion, and I'm shocked that
EOS champion and EOS champion. You got two heel women's champions, believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean,
if you think about it, both women's champions are heel. The only babyface women's champions are the tag champs.
I know people be like, "Oh, well, Sasha Banks will be in there." Like,
no, she's going to AEW. She's more than likely
She's not going to get the Rumble. Whoever thinks that they're stupid.
She's AEW bound.
Yes, but it. Well, I'm going to say this: if she does show up, uh, she will be my automatic winner right there because
I
that
don't
would be.
even see her winning the Rumble if she does show up. I seriously don't.
Well, because the only reason I think it'd be one, she'll be one of the top names in that Rumble. Two, she'll be making bank, and so they're gonna want to get the return. So I
Yeah.
feel if she does show up, she will be the winner.
I don't think she'll show up.
I don't think so. Even if she did show up, that's a big ask for her to show up and win the fucking Rumble. Because remember, she wanted more money than fucking Charlotte, who's making allegedly $7 million a year,
See,
Yeah,
and she wanted $10 million a year.
that's
say I
ridiculous.
didn't hear that number anywhere else, so I don't know where you found that number.
No, that's what she was asking for. She was literally
That's
asking.
what she was asking for. That was her asking price.
Yeah,
Was
that was her
$100 million
asking price. So literally,
over 2
that was
years.
the price, Casey.
I just hadn't seen it, but I
Go to Fightful's Patreon. It's called Fightful Select. That's where it came
Yeah,
from.
go to the Patreon. Oh, pay for the Patreon if you're
I
not.
don't even pay for that shit. I just hear.
No, I don't pay for it either.
That number being thrown
I
around.
have a friend that sends me the stuff from it. So,
Mm-hmm.
well as
That was her asking for it.
but yeah, that's ridiculous though. That price when I saw it, it's like really that's stupid. Like that's too much.
And makes people wonder why WWE were the ones to break the contract negotiations. Break off first.
hate to bring up Monster again. He brings up a good point where just because you ask for a big amount doesn't mean that's what you like. It's negotiable, where I mean they're gonna throw her a low number, she's gonna throw a high number, and you're gonna meet somewhere in the middle.
In the middle, meaning still more than Charlotte, though.
Probably.
For Mercedes' case.
But see, the thing is, they really need to put the reins on her, or I hate to say this, put a leash on her because one, she already walked out on them, and she
walked
did
out more than once and went on like Hulk Hogan size sabbaticals.
Yeah. So
what's your point?
No, I'm just saying you need to make sure if she dumps out again that she needs to they need to put a leash on her. So
I really, Casey, really.
Well, I'm saying that if she leaves again, she needs to pay the price because,
that's not out of context for a lot of people.
Casey, you're gonna get fucking canceled, man. First of all, she's a female and she's black, so now you're talking about putting a leash on her. What the hell? What are you, some slave master over here? That's it, Casey, because Casey is the head grand wizard over here. So I mean, him and his math club.
What flagged everybody the street was done.
I'm just saying.
For all we know, he could be in Black Mountain, North Carolina.
Oh my god!
With fucking Tommy.
But
not Hammy.
Well, she needs to pay consequences if she leaves this contract again, because they'll definitely put something in her contract that if she quits, that she loses all types of money, like maybe she loses her royalties and stuff like that. Because
what royalties at this point?
No,
the next one comes out potentially in 3 damn months, or 2 months. It's coming out in March.
Known to walk out or quit.
To be fair, the last time she walked out was understandable was with that woman's tag belt bullshit.
Yeah, they won the tag belt.
I'm not mad for that. She did
to elevate other women.
So yeah, I'm not really mad for when she walked out that time because that was bullshit.
I don't blame her for that either.
That was understandable.
That was the straw breaking the camel's back on numerous number of broken promises. Her
I
and Bailey is supposed to have a long title reign.
I
as
still
the
want to
first
put a
ever women's
leash on her.
I still
They're
don't.
supposed to have a long run as women's tag champs when they first won them at Elimination Chamber that year, only to lose them in 2 months to
Right?
the goddamn
That was
Iconics.
like 2 months. Like what?
See,
But
I
that was,
want to know.
that was Vinny though. That
Then
was Vinny. That was the Vinny era.
again,
I'm gonna-
at the same, then again, as we talk about lengthy title reigns that were supposed to happen, Bret Hart mentioned in an interview recently that he was supposed to his initial title run when he won the title from Ric Flair. He was supposed to hold that title, according to him, for 8 years. And then he lost it to Yokozuna at Mania 9.
If he really thought he's going to hold the belt for 8 years, that's outrageous.
That's what he said. Vince said to him. He
8
was going to
years?
hold the title
That's
for 8
crazy.
years.
Like that's crazy.
That-
I don't even think Roman should even hold the belt to
You
2020.
also have to remember Bret Hart was very young at that time. He was he wasn't even like he was in his early 30s, I believe.
See, when someone holds the belt for 8 years, that's Bruno Sammartino record right there.
That's
He
my
held
point.
that belt
Yeah, that
for 8 years, and you'll never
Bruno
see
held the belt the first run for 7 years and 8 months and a couple days of change.
Okay, and then he had another lengthy run after that. So,
Yeah.
but and then you have Bob Backlund had a real lengthy run. You had Hogan.
Hogan broke Backlund's record by only 4 days, believe it or not.
Hogan had a long run too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
But he
someone
was
else.
willing to put all his eggs in one basket for Bret Hart to hold the title for at least 8. Bret Hart emphasized at least 8 years as world champion.
8 years. No,
No,
crazy. 8 years? No way.
At least 8 years after beating Ric Flair. I'm like, no.
No, that's
From
that's
92 to the new millennium, you got to be smoking something, Rick. I'm sorry, Brett. You got to be smoking something.
Going back to the Attitude Era, where you had like years where you had multiple title changes in 1 year, and I
They had like
guarantee
10 and 1 in 10 world title changes in 99 alone.
yeah.
In 2000, you had only 5, believe it or not.
So I don't know if back then they could hold their attention span that long as we did. I think they tested it with one was CM Punk when he did it for over 400 days, and then
434.
and then Lesnar had it over a year, and then they're really,
503.
and now he's really doing it with Roman.
Oh,
And
that's too much. I hope that he loses it at WrestleMania because I like Roman and all, but it's time. I can't deal with it anymore. It's too much.
If he's only champion just to beat Hogan's record this year, which will be around the time in September if he does break it.
That's not happening.
Like September or October. If he's still champion by September or October of this year, I will be unsubbing from a lot of channels.
Right, same here. If
wrestling.
Roman is still a champ in September, I'm paying for my network, and I'm just gonna watch AEW from now on, and not watch.
Exactly. I mean, at least they're pushing new talent. Hook's challenging allegedly Samoa Joe for the world title because he called him out on the Collision.
Like Roman doesn't need to overpass Hulk Hogan. He's been champion, and he hasn't even defended that much. He's been doing like Brock Lesnar status of champion.
Think about this. In the entirety of last year, he only defended the title Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Mania, and SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, 4 title defenses across a whole damn calendar
You
year.
know what's even more stupid? I'm sick of hearing every SmackDown. Roman returns. Roman returns. Roman returns. Yes, we get it. You don't have to say that every time he comes back to SmackDown that he's returning. We get it.
Well, the thing is, with
And he only
that,
lost one match in this entire run. He only had one loss in his in the entire year of 2023, and a damn tag match where he actually ate the pin. But still, 4 defenses across across 12 months. That's ridiculous.
well, that's WWE's fault. They're the one who decided to make Roman a part timer because he could be still working a full schedule, but they're like, well, we can pay
People
you the
given a
big.
new deal to work less days. So yeah, part timer indeed.
It's either you work the same amount of time and you get more money, or you work, just work less and obviously he'll still make money, but not bigger money. So he's like, well, I don't want to work as much anymore.
Well, you have
So
to remember, how old is he? He's in his like mid to late 30s now.
I think
37, 38 years old.
I wouldn't doubt he's my age. My age.
That's still
Probably.
ridiculous. That is still ridiculous
Like,
to
if
be
he doesn't
to
want
not
to
defend the title as much as he has in the year 2023. Like I said, 4 defenses throughout the whole goddamn year.
yeah, stupid. Like, so
Go ahead, Steve.
oh, like I understand that he doesn't want to wrestle. I get that. So if he just wants to do part time, then give the belt to somebody else. Then he can still do part time, but give the belt to someone that will defend it day in and day out.
Exactly. Because at this point, SmackDown has 2 part-time champions now. We have Roman and Logan Paul.
I hope KO wins at the Rumble because Logan Paul on SmackDown was bitching about how he defended it. Really, Logan, you didn't defend it that much. KO, Kevin Owens is coming and he's going to win that belt from you. Just saying.
When did Logan Paul defend the damn belt?
I think it was the Saudi. I think it was the Saudi show. That was the last defense. Was this goddamn Saudi show?
That's where he won the damn belt from Ray.
Yeah,
he won the damn belt.
But he cheated, though. He cheated.
Yeah, he didn't defend the belt.
He didn't really defend it anywhere, is what I'm saying. He took it to a pawn shop. He wore it in a damn shower.
I saw that.
Where did he defend? Where did he defend the title defense where he defended the actual belt?
Oh, he tried to pawn it too, by the way.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he didn't.
Where did he actually go into the ring and defend the title?
Nope, just Saudi. He won it. There was no defense after Saudi.
Exactly.
What was the appraisal for the belt? Did they get appraisal on?
Oh, no, they didn't show that shit. That was on YouTube anyway. On Twitter. Actually, it was on Twitter. The video was, yeah. He pulled a Sammy Guevara with the fucking belt, and him and his fiance sleeping in the bed with her wearing the belt.
But I'm
not joking.
Just asking. There was no appraisal for the belt at
no, Casey. No,
they didn't get an appraisal.
There was no number. No.
I was just curious if it interesting.
It was real gold on the belt. He didn't get an actual appraisal. He just wanted to see if it was real gold.
Yeah.
Then he wore it in the fucking shower. Then he slept in bed with his fiance wearing the belt.
I hate Logan Paul.
I had one dude where I bought my.
Let's be honest here, though. Shawn Michaels did it the best out of all of them.
Posing for Playgirl magazine, wearing it. Yeah, I know.
He did it the best.
I agree with that.
Oh, I remember J-Man.
That was the world title, not a mid-card title.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why Logan Paul is. I understand, but still, I just don't care for him in the WWE, to be honest.
Personally, I think I can see a ready-made feud for Logan Paul at Mania, and it does not involve LA Knight. Logan Paul versus Ricochet for the U.S. title.
I would like to see that. See, that would be a good match.
Yeah, And that remember he wanted Samantha Irving to announce his name one more time back at SummerSlam last year when he
Wait,
beat
I got a
Ricochet.
question. Got a question for you guys. What if Logan Paul went to AEW? Would that hurt your hearts?
I wouldn't care. I don't even want to see
I wouldn't give a shit.
I don't want to see him in
The
any
contract
Oh,
with
come
WWE for the
on.
next 2 years
Come
anyway.
on. You marks know damn well you'd freak out.
No, I wouldn't. I don't
Not
want to
really.
see him in any wrestling. He should just stick to his stupid energy drinks. I don't want to see him in any wrestling promotion.
You mean
Okay, who's a better champion, David Arquette or Logan Paul?
David Arquette.
Okay.
I mean, personally, like, even if he did show up on AEW television with that belt, that's a lawsuit for AEW from WWE because that's like their like image, their likeness of a title belt on their televisions.
That won't happen though. That won't happen.
I mean, they were willing to sue WCW if Bret Hart went to Nitro with their world title.
I remember that.
Well, think what Medusa did with the women's title. She threw it in the trash on Nitro. So I mean,
he actually was already. She was still champion when she got fired, though.
But that was good though. I like how she did.
I'm talking about Bret Hart. The Montreal Screwjob. If you think about it, Bret Hart. Eric Bischoff said this on a podcast with Stone Cold. The Montreal Screwjob could have been easily prevented because WWE were willing to sue WCW if Bret showed up on Nitro with the world title. They were about ready to sue over that shit. There was a lawsuit in place if he were to walk on the Nitro with the WWF world title.
Well, that's what they.
Can you blame him though?
That's what
Go ahead,
WCW
Casey.
did. I mean, remember when Ric Flair brought the belt to WWF?
Yeah, I remember the big gold. They sued the hell out of WWF.
He actually had rights to it because he didn't get his $25,000 deposit back.
Yeah,
that's why I did that.
But he never lost the title though.
There was a lot of legal issues. I mean, WCW. Issue.
They had to pay his deposit for having the belt.
And here's the kicker:
to get it back with interest.
NWA at that time was still part of WCW's, and while WCW stripped them of the belt, NWA still recognized Ric Flair as the champion. So it was
until Jim Herd fired his ass.
Well,
13 days before a pay-per-view.
Well, he didn't want to be Spartacus, brother.
Well, he didn't want to be in the mid-card either.
Well, I wouldn't be Spartacus either. I mean, God.
Take a pay cut.
Imagine Casey being Spartacus.
That'd be a fucking out-of-shape Spartacus shit.
Being Spartacus, that would kill his fucking career after that. There was no returning from that. That would be the career killer. He actually made the right move right there.
Besides what he's already done?
True, but I mean his career, I mean still ongoing, well known and famous.
Not in the ring though at this point. For Rick, his in-ring career is over, but he's still in the spotlight. He was even on Collision tonight.
Yeah, well, he should stay retired after that last match.
He'll get back in the ring. He'll be back.
He was already in the ring with like his future son-in-law in Mexico a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair's last match.
Yeah. So I was talking about the last match where he passed out twice.
This was Andrade. It was a one-on-one match with Andrade. Ric Flair just happened to be in his corner for the match. But he put someone in the figure 4 leg lock. Still.
He should never wrestle again. He should have stopped right after his retirement. Because ever since that, it's just been...
It's been a train wreck.
Oh, no. Please don't say that, TSS. He says Cody won't finish his story not until SummerSlam or next WrestleMania.
I
No,
believe it.
no, that's not happened again. That's what we fought after the previous WrestleMania. We were thinking, oh well, they're going to do it at SummerSlam.
Oh, I
So,
hope not. If Roman ends up being champion until the year after this, I am done with WWE.
see, the thing is, I know they're not going to do that because one, Bloodline storyline is dying.
It is. It's been 3 years. It's time to put it in its coffin. It's
Well, the problem is when Roman is not there all the time. I mean, it's not the same. Like
it's,
you have to have the bloodline to make
a-
it like
right. The bloodline was great when he was there, but since like you said he's been gone, it's just not the
yeah.
same. So it's just time to put it to rest.
When bloodline consists of Solo and Jimmy, and
that's it.
that is not the same.
No, did you?
You at least have Jay there with them. If Roman
I
can't,
actually heard this this pitch from like Zilla Fatu, aka Umaga's fucking son.
Oh yeah.
And, there should be a babyface version of the bloodline going up against Roman's bloodline. I'm like, that's not.
No.
No one knows who the fuck you are. No one knows who the fuck Jacob Fatu is.
I don't know. I've seen a few matches, but I really don't know.
Who, Zilla Fatu?
Yeah.
I see Roman not going past WrestleMania as champion. There's no way after that.
People are claiming that Tama Tonga is going to show up at the Rumble and help Roman retain his title, but he's not Samoan. He's Tongan. It's in his fucking name.
Who's Uso's wife works for TNA said that she might be coming back to WWE.
Trinity?
Yeah, they said they might do. People are thinking because they heard that she might be part of the bloodline.
People have been saying that for years at this point now.
Right? I know. As I said, I was like, calm down, people. Calm down. And why would she leave Impact if she's
at this point, just put Simone John, just put Ava Rain in the fucking bloodline.
Right?
If you want a fucking like tie into the fucking Rock.
Let's say even if you
so
add
fucking daughter in the bloodline. That's all I'll say.
She's not showing up.
She's not doing shit in NXT.
She's the champion right now too. She's been doing good as champion, so I don't know
why
she would leave. I don't know why she would leave in TNA at this point.
I don't care what they add into the bloodline right now.
They don't need anybody. They just need to create a story that destroys it. That's what they should do because I do not care anymore.
What needs to be done?
I would throw Ava Rain in there for just like a women's feel on the in the faction, just because she's the only Samoan and then only like tied to the Rock and Roman.
Right.
So, see what needs to be done for New Blood. I mean, for the bloodline, is Solo the turn on Roman at WrestleMania.
I hope that happens because there's been a few times, if you've seen segments, how Solo looks at Roman. Like I think they've been hinting because there was a few where
Roman would back the fuck off. Yeah. I remember those segments.
So,
but either way, he already christened Solo as the next in line to lead the bloodline. Remember that?
Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah, Roman Reigns did say that.
Was the next Solo starts getting impatient going into Mania, and turns on him then.
See, that's why I'm saying
give Cody the title.
Ever since,
while also turning Roman in a much-needed babyface run after he gets back from whatever he's got to do post Bloodline.
Well, that's why I'm saying why ever since Roman being part-time killed the bloodline. So they should just ended it after, at least he should have dropped the belt at previous WrestleMania. And then they could continue the bloodline story, but they could have the belt off of him, and then they could continue the storyline where Roman is probably obsessed about losing the belt, where he's going insane and, he's mistreating his cousins and stuff like that.
I
That's
mean,
what they
Cena kind
done.
of buried Solo on the mic by like tearing apart his entire character all the way down to his own entrance.
Oh,
Back at the Saudi show last year, before back at Crown Jewel, kind of tore his ass like a new one by calling him a knockoff wannabe Taz.
I just want
I mean, if you think about it, that's pretty much Solo's like character.
Yeah,
Towel over the head,
I can
on
see
his
that,
entrance,
yeah.
like Taz.
Yeah.
Bulky, like Taz. Couple tattoos on his arms, like fucking Taz, mind you. But they're Samoan tattoos, but still.
well,
He's essentially a Samoan Taz.
we made predictions for the women's Royal Rumble, but who do you guys think maybe could show up at the men's Royal Rumble, like as a surprise entrance? Because probably
Well,
get
if the Hogs had their way, Stone Cold Steve Austin. To throw CM Punk out the Rumble to push the agenda of CM Punk versus Stone Cold. Even though both men are way too damn old for that match. Stone Cold will be 60 this year.
I'll bet you $10 there's way Stone Cold's going to be in the Rumble.
No, Stone Cold's not showing up. Maybe
what?
I'm not going to take you on that bet because I know it'll be an easy fucking win.
No, I'm not going to.
If Stone Cold is at Mania wrestling CM Punk,
he doesn't.
I mean, think about this. When he wrestled KO, how many fucking bumps did he take against KO? 5? The whole match?
There's no way.
At Mania 38?
There's no way. There's no way.
I would
How many
believe
bumps did Stone Cold take compared to KO in that whole segment and match?
Like 5?
That's my point.
I would believe someone returning.
He took a stunner bump, kicked out of that, and that's about the only memorable one.
When I said I'm going to say someone returning, there's someone who just left AEW. I'm going to say my special entrance is going to be Andrade El Idolo.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I can see that too.
I can see that.
That's my pick.
But if anything, if he shows up anywhere, it's gonna be on SmackDown. If he chooses a brand, he better be on SmackDown.
Yeah, well, I know this won't happen, guys, but what if MGF shows up at the Royal Rumble?
I believe that with the AEW Championship,
and he's on the roster. So I don't know the story, but
wait, AJ, didn't you see World's End? Samoa Joe's the world champ for AEW.
Oh.
He lost the belt.
Could you imagine that MJF as an entrant in the Royal Rumble? Like how
I can see Ricky Starks as the member at some point when he loses the belt.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I just see Big Pop though for MJF. People would be like, it'd just be. I could see people lose their mind for that.
I mean, he is friends with Cody.
Yeah, it's true. Cody.
And he was, believe it or not, 10 some odd years ago in a backstage segment as a no-name person on Raw, where Ryback bullied him with catering food.
Not just that, like for Samoa Joe too, wasn't he the security guard for NXT?
Yeah, MJF was a guard guiding Samoa Joe to the ring, and Samoa Joe shoved him to the fucking wall.
AEW not officially dead and buried. I don't really.
Yes, it is. I agree wholeheartedly. Let's have the ceremony.
You guys can be, but I still like both companies, but I don't think it's officially dead and buried.
I think it's starting to get there.
How many years has it been? 3, 4 years?
No, it's 5.
I don't think it's that extent yet. Yes, they have their problems. They need to work on stuff like Tony Khan only having one women's match on Dynamite. I agree with that. That there should be more.
Yeah, he has one woman's match on Dynamite.
That's one thing I hate.
Rampage.
That's one thing I hate on Dynamite. At least put two. Why you only have one on Dynamite, Tony Khan? Like that's one thing I don't like.
You know what? I'd be more happier if they separate the men and women on shows. I think I prefer. For me,
that won't sell well to TV broadcasters. That will not do well.
Well, this is Casey we're talking about here. Let's be honest.
That won't do well. To separate them.
He just next you know, Casey's gonna be like, "Can we separate the whites, the blacks, and the Mexicans too?" Casey's gonna be the next. Watch.
no. Well, I'm just saying that I'm not a fan of women wrestling. So anytime they show up, if it's
Casey,
especially
you hate
two,
women.
So what? You
No.
just want the men to do a show and then the women to do a separate show? So you don't want them to be on the same, have like two
He
matches?
wants segregation.
yes,
He
I
wants,
want.
gender
Maybe.
segregation.
It's good though. It's good when there's like at least two women's matches and then combine it with the men matches. That's good. Like
No.
what's wrong with you? Really, Casey?
You, Steve, you are right because sometimes I do need to take a piss in a shit, and that's a perfect time to take a piss in a shit. So
You're willing to do that for a whole fucking hour, though? No, seriously.
Wow.
I believe it. Casey probably could.
Oh, okay, there you go. You are in trouble now.
Isn't that your ex, Casey? Or something?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Melissa, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, Melissa.
Hey Melissa,
But-
how you doing?
Hi, Melissa.
Hello.
Casey, she called you sexist. What do you have to think?
Exactly. Casey is sexist.
thing is, I'm sorry, I'm just not a big women wrestler fan. So there's some of them I'm a fan of, but if they're not wrestling, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. And the biggest reason is back during the Attitude Era, and not only that, during the Ruthless Aggressions, even the worst part is when it's the women doing all their flipping floppy, like they'll do the cartwheel into
Handspring
corner.
elbow.
yeah, shit like
You
that.
do realize those women were a dime a dozen in the Ruthless Aggression era, because a lot of them were mainly managers from other promotions, couldn't wrestle, and others were models that couldn't wrestle worth shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
They had a very few amount of actual women's wrestlers on that roster in Ruthless Aggression.
and that's what really put a bad taste in my mouth. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. The women division is 100 times
I
better.
gotta ask you, Casey. Now, this bad taste in your mouth, is it tuna fish, or is it fucking like some fresh, like, I don't know, what kind of other kind of fish are we talking? Like spoiled tuna? How about that?
Yeah, it tastes like spoiled tuna.
Okay, Tommy.
But how do you hate the women's? Like, I know you see hate it, Casey, but there's been a lot of progress with the women, especially in WWE. Like, they're not.
I just hate women.
Has a better booked women's like roster compared to WWE's main roster and AEW, and that takes a lot for me to
Right.
fucking say.
Well,
Like,
NXT has a
progress.
better booked women's division. That is
Right.
sad.
This past Friday, I think Mia Yim and Io Sky put on a great
Minchi,
match.
get it right, Minchi.
Well,
Mid-
yes, but I'm just gonna call it Mia Yim.
Let's get it out of the way. Meech and Mia Yim.
Yeah,
But yeah, they had a good
I
match.
think they put a great
It
match.
was still the only fucking women's match on the fucking card, right?
That was pretty good.
It was still
Yeah.
good. It was still a good match.
I enjoyed it.
SmackDown, but
I enjoyed these. I enjoyed the callback from AJ to Wrestle Kingdom 9 that Meechin did.
Yeah.
Well, I was
The Middle
watching
Rock
that.
style clash.
I was watching that match pretty closely, watching Minchin with her leg ass tattoo she had on there. So I was trying to keep an eye out for that leg ass tattoo. So
Of
that's the
course you were. Creep.
so
Did you
that's
know
the,
that she's Asian and black? Did you know that?
I knew that.
I did
Come
not
on.
know that. I thought she was just straight Asian.
No,
I knew
she
that.
has.
Really?
She
You
has.
thought she was
I think
straight
her
Asian?
father's black. I think her father's
Wow.
actually black.
No, yeah, I knew that.
Well, we know who won that war with the culture and skin color.
She's straight up Blasian, believe it or not.
Blasian. That's a new term. I've never
was the
heard that.
combination term that they used. That was the combination term for some people. Black and
Uh,
Asian. Blasian.
Wow.
That's the actual
I've
combination.
never heard that.
that's good. But
I'm gonna
not
start
all.
using that now.
Steve, I do agree with you. It does. There's a lot of progress for the women ever since when they had Becky Lynch and all those women came up from NXT. And yes, granted, those were the best when they were coming up. But
I still think that like the best women's match on SmackDown on pay-per-view was the inaugural 6-pack challenge for the first ever SmackDown Women's title.
yes, I agree. That match.
That was a great
such a
fucking
good match.
elimination 6-pack.
Oh, I love that. That was good women's wrestling right there.
And it opened a damn pay-per-view at that too. Who would have thought that all 6 of these women would showcase how fucking good they are with the time they were given, and then rapid fire eliminations after they showcased their skills.
well, see, the only other women I like how Shannon Baszler because I think she should be a really killer because she's a real MMA artist and
She also fought in UFC, dude. Don't forget that. She
Yeah.
also fought in UFC.
I agree.
yeah,
She,
but
but yeah,
she
should be used the way she is, but she's not.
the way she was
I
used
seriously
and
think it's because of her age, because she's like 42 or something.
but the way she was used in the NXT was perfect because she was a killer. And when she got moved up, she got shit on immediately.
No, she was booked strong at Elimination Chamber in 2020.
Then
Then it fucking fell apart with COVID, where she lost her opportunity to Becky Lynch because nobody knew Becky Lynch was probably pregnant going into that match. But still, she wrestled in front of an empty audience. You expect Shayna Baszler to get her title coronation in front of 0 fans?
Right? There was
at Mania in a fucking warehouse?
Thunderdome bullshit.
Wrestled in 0 fans too. I mean, that's what Drew McIntyre says. Oh, I won my belt in front of 0 fans. I'm like, okay, you won the
other than a tag title match, other than tag titles with fucking the worst woman ever in Nia fucking Jax.
Oh God, I don't even. Again, why is she
that
here?
Also gave Tamina's first ever personal title run.
Like, I said, why do they bring Nia Jax back? Every time I see her on the screen, I go to another channel just to dismiss it.
Believe it or not, JD said her best match was against Becky Lynch on Raw since she returned. I'm like,
no, it wasn't.
He claims that was her best match since she came back.
She did a typical Nia Jax.
Seriously, listen to this. When he said that, I literally almost choked on some water.
What?
Really? I was literally choking on water hearing him say that. I'm like,
no, that wasn't even her best match. It was a typical Nia Jax bullshit that is always Nia Jax. Like, I didn't even like that match because it was the typical Nia Jax bullshit that we know.
I don't think actually
the one shocking thing is she did win clean over Becky Lynch.
No, yes, I agree. She did win clean, which was shocking. She actually got a clean win, but still.
I would not know because during that time frame I fell asleep, Randy. So that's
I
one
mean,
of the
it's a
reasons.
no DQ match. I knew it was gonna get thrown out as soon as they walked out. I
I
had been
knew
saying
that.
it
I
since
know.
they
I already knew that.
set
Even
that
before this
triple
match,
threat match up.
right?
It's gonna be a fatal 4-way.
I knew that. I knew Roman was gonna come out. He was gonna lay everybody down, and then Nick Aldis was gonna say it, but he
I
actually.
mean, the fact that Nick Aldis
Anyway,
was
yeah.
standing at ringside watching the match,
That
and
was.
then
I had a
watch Roman beat them down and did nothing to stop him. Like,
I could
it's
see
gonna be a
that.
fatal 4-way,
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm Nick Aldis. I'm just gonna watch Roman beat down these men. Yeah, it was obvious.
Come on. I mean, like, come on.
Come on, right? It was. And then Nick
As
Aldis.
soon as they put as soon as they show Nick Aldis on camera during the main event,
Yeah, I
I'm
knew.
like,
Yeah.
Roman's gonna
Oh
fucking
shit!
it's gonna be a fatal 4-way, like I had said for 2 weeks straight.
I already knew what that match was gonna end to. It was obvious where they were gonna go with the Royal Rumble. So
I want to add one little thing.
It's just the go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to add something real quick.
The whole thing with like Roman's run as champion, it's run its fucking course, and it's starting to get him starting to turn fans into his actual heat into go away heat at this point. Because once he loses his title, what else can he fucking do other than run the fucking Hollywood? His age is getting up there. He's getting up there in age. He's taking less dates. I mean, Brock Lesnar. When's the last time Brock Lesnar was seen? SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on television since.
No.
And we all know Brock was a goddamn Vince guy.
No, we're not.
I gotta ask you guys a question. Who do you think's the bigger mark out of you three? Fucking Kratos, Steve, or Casey?
Oh, it's me. It's me.
In the chat, who do you think's the biggest mark?
Yeah, I think that's the better person to say.
No. TS2, I will not want another title reign. If
Hell
there's
no.
another title reign of Roman Reigns, I'm paying for my network subscription. I'm just saying that.
If he's still champion if he's still champion just to surpass Hogan's run as world champion, he's 38. Cody's 37. That's my point.
Cody's gonna win the world belt, I think, or at least belt.
I think that it will happen because last year when Cody Rhodes lost, it was under Vinny, but this year's WrestleMania is under Triple H, so I think we might have a different outcome.
Mm-hmm. But still, I would give it to someone younger.
No, that's true.
Like an MJF who's 27.
Well, that's true.
When he does come to WWE.
See, Cody can win it at WrestleMania, but then he could lose it quickly too, though. You know what I mean? He might win it at WrestleMania, but then they could make him lose it at the next pay-per-view.
I thought this said for a second where I misread this. I thought for a second it said Brock Lesnar is loved by the new manager for a second, but it's
what? Really? Merger? Really, Casey? How'd you get manager over the movie?
You also have to remember, the only reason he's loved by the new merger, the USADA testing has been taken out of the UFC. They don't use USADA's drug testing policy in the UFC.
No, they don't.
That's why he's loved by the merger.
Right? He loves that testing.
Yeah, which means no testing.
Nope.
Is what he loves. Now the thing is, Gunther keeps saying Brock Lesnar is his final boss. Imagine Gunther chopping Lesnar.
Oh, dude, I'm kind of hoping that be at WrestleMania. Dude, Mansion.
Maybe to chop that damn ugly ass sword tattoo off his fucking chest.
Oh, I would love to see that WrestleMania. Brock
Problem is,
Gunther IC title.
Not even with the title on the line, just like
Oh man,
have them
even the
wrestle.
show title.
Have them
Oh
fight.
my god, just that slap alone, by God. I
Just
could,
that image alone of Gunther chopping Lesnar is just like is worth
oh
money.
my God, that would be something to see. The chop from Gunther just here through your TV screen, like God damn.
Because remember, you remember how Brock Lesnar reacted to seeing Keith Lee at the Rumble in 2019 or
Yeah.
2020? Saw him enter the Rumble. He's like, his reaction, like, "Ooh, big boy!" I'm like, you can hear him mouth the words "big
Yeah,
boy."
I saw. You could just see yeah. Oh, but no, Gunther and Brock. I can't wait. Even if it's not titled, that should be an interesting face to face.
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm hoping they will have Lesnar and Gunther. I think that'd be a hell of a match instead of Gunther versus. Oh God, Sheamus again.
Imagine Gunther versus Kofi in an IC title match. I mean, Kofi's already had his chest caved in by fucking Big Show in 09 from one slap
Oh
to
my
the
God.
chest.
I don't know what another chop would do to Kofi. I don't know if it would just cave in. It would cave in even more because, like you said, it's already caved.
No, if he takes a chop from Gunther, his heart and lungs
Die in
will
the
be
ring.
going
If
on live
Gunther
television.
chops,
That's how much meat will
Kofi,
come off his chest.
right? If Gunther chops Kofi, he'll die in the ring. Have another death in the ring.
Now, as far as shocking moments for the men's rumble, for my opinion, Okada's contract up with New Japan this month.
Oh shit!
Did you
What
put
if he
that,
shows up
Casey?
at the
Did you
Rumble?
make that poll?
No.
You're supposed to.
Yeah. What if,
Oops.
like I said,
Who's the
Okada
biggest
shows
mark?
up at the Royal Rumble? Even if
I
it's a
thought
one-off.
people would say in the chat. I mean, I had to
The only
leave.
person that did in the chat was Randy Viper.
Of
And
course,
he
Okay.
said that. And he said that Steve Kalan is the biggest AEW
I
mark.
knew that. Of course, he was going
I'm a wrestling mark in general.
Of course,
I'm a
Randy
wrestling
Viper
mark at
would
heart.
pick me. Of course, Randy.
I don't just support one company. I'm a wrestling mark at heart.
Of course, Randy's going to pick.
What a mark.
See, I just like wrestling.
Okay, Raven.
See, I don't really mark out. I do, but
Hey, at least you got the reference.
I just want to. I do mark out for some things, but I just like to watch different wrestling companies. I just like wrestling in general, like the sport that it is. I just like to watch different
Same.
kinds of wrestling.
I like all different. I like experiencing like all different styles of wrestling, like British wrestling, Japanese strong,
Same here, like I
British strong
I
style,
like the
Japanese
variety.
strong style.
The death wrestling.
We're gonna crown the #1 mark in the chat or on the call tonight.
GCW that does like the death style matches.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I prefer like the FMW death style matches with Mick Foley and Terry Funk.
Oh God,
Those were the fucking days.
Those were brutal.
Those were fucking wars. Those were wars.
That's it? The marks aren't going to talk?
Wait,
Casey stepped away for something. He turned off his
wasn't
camera.
the
And
Rose supposed to show
Well,
up?
he made the poll. That's the reason why.
okay.
Wasn't the Rose supposed to show up?
He was supposed to show up an hour ago.
That's what I was about to say. Because
He said 11 p.m. Eastern. It's
the
like
reason I'm saying the Rose is because
almost 11 p.m. Central at this point.
the reason I'm saying that is because I saw something with the Rose pop up on my Discord.
Is he on live?
I don't know if you went live, but I saw something pop up to do with his Discord. I think it was stream. Wait, is he
I
live?
don't have a notification saying he went live. or planning to go live. I don't see that. Well, either way,
Well, you marks were talking. I want to hear more of your markish talk.
I'm not even a mark.
You just said you were.
I said I mark out sometimes, only for the big, like the big things that for returns. That's about it.
all-time favorite All Japan wrestler.
Yes, Randy, that is Dukas right here. It is Duke.
Don't eat him, Casey.
Yeah, he not sure if I rise. Did I tell you about that earlier? So Casey called into a fucking a Chinese restaurant earlier. The Shitty Walk. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of it?
The shitty
Yeah,
walk.
I've seen South
Oh,
Park.
The
Yeah,
shitty walk.
Hello, we're gonna shitty walk.
The shitty walk. The shitty walk. Oh my god. And so they heard the shitty walk. All I can think of South Park.
I go
All I
out
can
there.
picture is the guy is the owner of City Walk just saying one line in the South Park Stick of Truth about the Mongolian beef.
Oh,
He actually
Goddamn
said Mongolian
Mongolian.
beef
Broke down my
smells
shit.
like Lana Richie's asshole in the game.
oh yeah.
I'm not joking. That's an actual line
Oh my
in
god.
the Stick of
Oh my god.
Truth.
Did you guys see like South Park where they're like in the school and there's like assembly and there's like a Japanese facing off with the Chinese and they see they're like representing themselves.
If we're talking All Japan TSS, it's got to be Misawa for me. It's got to be Misawa. For all favorite All Japan wrestler, definitely Misawa.
Oh, see, I've watched some New Japan, but like some Japanese, but I really can't pick because I haven't watched too much of it in my.
He was talking about All Japan, all-time favorite All Japan wrestler.
I don't really have one. Like
That's why I said Misawa, because the biggest Japanese wrestler in All Japan. There you go. Because Misawa, he
There
went
you go.
to
You gotta
war
win
with
it.
a bunch of American wrestlers in the form
There you
of
go.
Dan Hansen and the late Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Oh, hold on. We got another comment right here. Steve, comment?
What do you say?
Racist. Why did I say racist?
That's racist, man. You are racist.
I didn't say
First
racist.
Casey wants to fucking put a black woman in fucking on a leash. Now Steve's talking about fucking being a racist.
Really?
What the hell is this world coming to?
Really? Just because I don't have a favorite new Japan or Japanese wrestler? Like, how's that racist? Like, I just don't have one.
What, because they're yellow skin?
No,
Now you hate yellow
I
skin
don't
people?
know. I just don't have one because, like I said, I haven't really watched that much of that promotion in my lifetime.
See, just because you're motto in Canada means if it ain't white, it ain't right. Doesn't mean that here. Okay.
Much.
I understand where like Steve's coming from. Like
I haven't watched much of it. Like I've seen a few.
Japanese wrestling, not really his thing, I guess.
I watched some of it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's great. I just haven't watched as much as other people has watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna watch it.
It's horrible. Like I'm agreeing. Like it's good wrestling. Like the matches I've seen, like I've enjoyed the matches that I've watched.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like their like hard hitting and like it's just great.
Like I said, Stan Hansen, Dr. Death, Steve Williams, Misawa, Takeda. Those were some big names. Misawa was the Kenta Kobashi, the inventor of the burning hammer move.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know anything people are talking
in
about.
WWE. Because if you take the bump wrong, you're paralyzed from the fucking neck down.
Uh-huh. Tell me, how does that make you feel?
What? Well, either way, Kenta Kobashi. I know there was one move that was called. There was one wrestling move that was similar to the Muscle Buster, except you had your arms like flat on your opponent on the shoulders of your opponent, and he only holds your legs, and your neck is resting on his right shoulder, arms flat over his shoulder, over your opponent's shoulder blades, and your opponent just sits on his ass, and that's the move. It's called the Kaniku Buster. It's basically like the Muscle Buster, except instead of setting up in the corner, you're like on his shoulders already, and he just sits down. It's also a banned move in WWE. Actually banned on a lot of promotions because it's so dangerous. Because the only protection is your opponent's shoulder blades, because your neck is resting there. There's no way to tuck your chin on that move without fucking up your neck if you tuck it.
Did not know this.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, I mean, you could consider the buckle bomb like a dangerous move then.
I'll be right back again. I had to. Apparently, he needed to go do both, so I'll be right back.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not using him as an excuse?
Well, I'm going to be heading out too, so.
Okay, well, we're probably going to wrap up in a
Well, thanks
second.
for on, Casey.
Well, this early? It's only midnight. The night is young. And you marks are still marking out.
I'm heading out because my friend wants to go cruise around and jam out to music, so.
How are you guys going to cruise around in Canada? It's wintertime.
Oh, is he in the vehicles? Wow. Okay.
Hold on, you're going to be cruising around at 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry, Rose.
But yeah.
I hate you. You know that?
See you guys.
All right, thanks, Steve, for coming by.
It seems like it's about that time, too.
I thought you were live with gaming, Rose. What's going on?
I just went live now. I couldn't decide what game I wanted to play. I was literally sitting around thinking about it for fucking almost an hour.
God damn.
How you doing today, bro?
We were wondering where you were.
I got a fucking headache. That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, I have one too as well.
I slept.
So,
I slept really fucking late. Like I basically took 2 naps. Like I slept earlier today, woke up like 2.5 hours later, and then probably back around 6 p.m., maybe closer to 7 p.m. I fell back to sleep and woke up at 9:45 and had a big fucking headache.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I got to take care of his presents outside, so.
His presents? Are you going to eat them?
Is that what you call dog shit nowadays, Casey?
He's talking about different type of presents.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm going to pick up his dog shit, okay? I didn't want to gross people out for once, so yes, okay?
You didn't want to gross people out for once?
You're fine. No need to explain.
You actually had some semblance of courtesy for once in your life?
But anyway, Rose.
So,
how's the
Bam, that's great. Kellen's driving around for hookers.
I can't even speak right now.
What was that, Kratos? I'm trying to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost lost my train of thought. How's everything going with your almost girlfriend?
Kind of hoping we weren't going to bring that up at all tonight.
I'm just Kellen leaves co-host because he doesn't want to answer my question.
I want to know as from a friend perspective. I don't know about these guys. I can't speak for them. I'm asking as a friend to you.
I mean, things are going fine, I suppose.
That's good. Might as
How
well
much
ask
is he?
his
How
now
much
while
is he
Casey's
paying?
away, so he doesn't say something fucking stupid to scare you off.
What? All I'm asking is how much is he paying her?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope she's not watching.
I hope not either after that comment.
I'm gonna tune in to your stream from my phone, Rose, okay?
Yeah, I
That's a
have.
fucking problem,
I have the simulcast up.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So the audio is.
So wait, you're trying to get cheap views from our podcast?
Actually, no. He's live on YouTube and on Twitch for his Spider-Man 2 gameplay.
Yeah, I'm playing a game while carrying on the conversation over here. Casey wants me on this show, so this is how we agreed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my own thing, and I'm just capturing the audio from the show here. That's all I'm doing.
So if people start dropping words that aren't supposed to be said,
Yeah, it's gonna hit my stream too. Yes.
Yeah. Because remember, like I said, he's on Twitch right now too. And his Twitch audience literally heard you say something about payments. And I'm not going to fucking repeat it.
And I just
what? Because fucking what? Because Steve Callen's driving around looking for hookers. What's wrong with that? I mean, we all love hookers here. It's not my fault. I know.
I'm engaged.
Let's see here. Steve Callen leaves because he doesn't want to answer my questions. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Callen, are you a racist? Do you like hentai? I mean, let's be honest here. I don't think he likes fucking yellow skin. Let's be honest here.
Jesus.
Casey doesn't like the blacks. Let's be honest here. And fucking now, let's be honest here. We still have to talk about Epstein Island over here. Fucking Casey's name's on it.
Oh Jesus.
Well, there goes the Twitch revenue.
No, Twitch revenue only works if
affiliated partner.
Shit, damn, fuck, slut, fuck, stick, pistol, fuck, donkey raping shit eater.
The only way I make
cocksucker.
The only way I make revenue is if people subscribe
Shit-faced
to me,
cockmaster.
give me bits,
right.
or watch the ads and don't skip them at the beginning.
You're not missing nothing. You're just paying for me. It's all right.
Hey, what suit is that, Rose?
We just went through every cuss word, Casey.
I have no idea.
Great.
It looks nice. That's why I picked it. It's green and
So,
purple.
all right. So,
is that Miles?
Yeah, it's Miles.
Of course.
So, Rose, what are you thinking? Who's your prediction for the Men Royal Rumble winner?
Probably CM Punk.
And I see into the future.
It's probably CM Punk, and if it's not CM Punk, then it's probably going to be Cody.
That's what I figured. And it's the two obvious picks.
Mm-hmm.
Then, what about your men and women special entry for the Rumble?
That I have no fucking idea.
I'm predicting. I predict that either Ricky Starks,
maybe
or
Jade
Okada
Cargill. I can see for the women. Probably Jade Cargill. Considering she's been signed for 4 months and hasn't appeared yet
for the women's Rumble.
Ricky Starks, though, Pat Kratos says, but he's still with AEW and he's still.
He's champions over there.
His contract is going to be up soon.
Yeah,
a contract deal coming up soon.
Yeah,
and
but it has to be damn near. And when's the Rumble? In a couple weeks.
January 27th.
Yeah,
so you got
3 weeks from now. Actually,
so
3 exact weeks.
And then, he has to be at least free the day prior.
He might be free later this month. We don't know. He might be in contract negotiations now. We don't know.
That's if he doesn't have a no compete clause when his contract is up.
Yep. But here's the thing:
expires, there's no compete clause. It's only when you get released. That's
but if you're in contract negotiations with any company, they usually have a non-compete clause in those contracts.
Depends.
I think a lot of them there's room in contract where they're saying a certain time frame talk to.
But Casey is right. The non-compete only applies when you're released from the company, released from your contract.
Hold on a second, guys. I'm fucking plugging my shit.
I see.
What's going on?
No, this motherfucker wants to take our content. I'm going to fucking get him banned off Twitch.
No, hold on.
Yeah. Because I didn't consent to this.
Well, that was the deal I worked with Rose.
And not only that, it's not your Twitch that's on the line, it's mine.
Okay, well.
Mikel's in my chat. He says, yo.
What's up, my nigga? My nigga. What's up?
Oh, come on. Hey.
Casey, if this is going to keep up, I'm going to have to leave. Seriously.
I understand. Come on, AJ. Let's not cause
Okay, I won't make the baby cry. Okay.
Oh, come on. Let's all play nice. Come on.
Okay.
But, oh gosh.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I don't understand something. What my fucking why my fucking OBS always resizes my fucking screen every time I switch consoles.
I was wondering at the end of the year, no Rumble, maybe next year's Rumble. Is he going to be in the Rumble? I'm curious.
No.
Oh, no end of the year. Okay, end of the year. All right, there we go.
They didn't do anything major.
Okada's contract is up this month, as far as I know.
Is he really
his new Japan deal is up this month?
Mikel, save the channel.
You want to leave anything up to Mikel to save anything? He can't even save his own speech impediment.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. At least he can understand and he can read between the lines. I don't know about you though.
I know what you mean by that.
Oh, you get it. Read between the lines. One eye.
I seriously think Rose is gonna be leaving this.
Well, don't talk shit about Mikel. That's fucked up. Mikel has a reason what happened.
So do I.
Mikel also can't buy any guns because he went to jail too.
Mikel, the reason why he's like that is because fucking his mom was a fucking cunt and drank and jumped off a fucking bridge and gave fetal alcohol syndrome to him. That's fucked up. There's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm not saying he deserves what he got. Just like I don't deserve I was born the way I was born, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on, guys.
Mikel can't fix himself, and neither can I. So we're in the same situation. Just different issues.
What was that, Dukas? But I don't think Rose was beating me. He was just having fun. Oh my god, we said some outrageous shit to Mikel.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference. Mikel, he gets that we're joking.
Yeah, Rose knows he's joking. I assume.
The baby's in there crying about fucking shit.
Why? Because I don't want you fucking getting my Twitch channel taken down? Because I'm.
Well, that's not my fault.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't want to take his channel down either. Rose is trying to work on his Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Like
he's doing a simulcast stream on Twitch and YouTube. I'm watching on the YouTube side.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you should at least warn somebody beforehand and get their permission.
Well, he talked to me.
I have Casey's permission. I don't need yours.
Well, you're on my co-host show. I mean,
oh,
well, go cry somewhere else.
Well, he did talk to me about this, so I mean,
Hey,
it's the deal we
he
worked out.
started this shit a long fucking time ago, Casey. He said, "Oh, AJ this or AJ that." Dude, you started shots fired, and then you
I don't
talk
know what
about
the fuck just
Mikel.
happened. StreamYard literally just kicked me out.
Yeah, StreamYard does that, but come on, guys, let's not. I don't want this kind of shit. Let's just stay.
Let's not fight. And Randy Viper, calm your ass down in Rose's chat.
What? Because Randy Viper's cool?
I'm
No,
not even
Randy
looking at
Viper
what he
said Mr. Hentai simulcasting in
Yeah.
Rose's YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Even though I'm
Well,
not
I
even
gotta go
playing
take a
anime
piss
games,
real
but okay.
quick. Hold on. Should I piss on stream?
Why?
I don't know, because it'll be interesting.
No.
Do the old Triple H or Shawn Michaels, you know.
Well, I'm getting kind of tired though too, so I'm thinking about wrapping this up in a minute. So, Rose, what are you playing right now?
Spider-Man 2.
I'm playing
Watch the stream.
Spider-Man 2.
I want to get that. I want to get it and play it. It's just right now I'm trying to.
It's better than the last ones, that's for sure.
Which one are you talking about? The original one or Miles
The new
Morales?
one.
Both. I'm playing the new one, but I'm saying it's better than the last two.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking
Especially
of which,
better,
did you hear
especially
about
better than
them
Miles
the
Morales
multiplayer
because
portion
Miles
of Spider-Man
Morales
3?
was only like 8 hours long.
Yeah, someone beat it in 10 parts on YouTube.
Well, I mean, it's funny when I can play a GBA game that's Mother 3 that has like 26 hours of gameplay. Like, and there's a PS5 game that doesn't even, oh, I guess PS4 game that doesn't even last 8 hours. So,
No, it was PS5.
no, Miles Morales is on PS4 and 5.
PS4 and PS5.
Yeah.
And it actually came out for PS4 a couple years ago.
Don't worry, Casey. You want a long Spider-Man game? Then wait for Spider-Man 3 because Spider-Man 3 is going to be its own trilogy.
Yeah, they already confirmed that they're taking out the multiplayer though.
Spider-Man 3
portion of the game.
Spider-Man 3 is going to be 3 parts. So Spider-Man 3 is going to be its own fucking.
No, it's 2 parts for the story. The third part is multiplayer that they already said they're getting rid of.
So then it's only going to be 2 parts now.
Yeah, it's only the story was always going to be 2 parts. The third part was only multiplayer.
So I wonder why they feel they need to get rid of it.
Rose, I know
because it came out that like each part was allegedly going to be $50 each, and you'd be spending $150 for all 3 for one game.
So let me guess. Now they're going to cut out the multiplayer and charge $70 for the other 2, so you still pay $140.
Essentially, yeah. Essentially.
What's up, Casey? What are you trying to say?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. So, Pat the NES Punk, he did a knock at the completionist charity fraud thing. They're doing making fun of it on both ends, making fun of Gerard and making fun of the people who found it out. It was kind of hilarious. So
the parody, right? The Pat the Ness, right?
What?
Yeah,
Pat the Ness, the guy that you sent me the video of.
In a while.
Yeah, you need to check it out. It was hilarious. They're making fun of the charity fraud deal, where I was laughing. I was listening to it while I was at Walmart getting groceries today, and it was hilarious. The whole thing was funny as fuck. They were making fun of the whole thing.
Yeah, Casey, where's the Italian fucking where's the Italian fucking bakery stuff at? Where's it at, motherfucker?
Italian? Are you talking about from the Pat Hands Punk thing? Yeah. That was funny. So instead of
Casey, you say you're feeling tired. I'm gonna probably get off as well myself.
yeah, I'm about to
Have
wrap this.
a good night, y'all. Rose,
Thank you.
we're gonna have to meet up on Skype in a little bit, but I need to talk to you about something personal. All right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
I mean,
someone's talking.
I mean, depending on what it is, I could talk to you when Casey's done here while I'm live.
Is it about me?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Casey.
he's talking about you. Talking about that Epstein Island again.
But I appreciate you coming by, Kratos.
Welcome. Have a good night.
Yeah, you have a good night, bro. But yeah, you gotta watch the Pat NES Punk parody of the charity fraud. It's hilarious.
I know what he did's fucked up and whatnot, but at this point, I think everybody's already said what they had to fucking say. And I get parodies are meant, to make fun of people, but you gotta eventually just fucking let the guy go,
I don't think so. I think you should fucking make fun of him. He fucking committed felony fraud. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, I'm not saying let him off the hook, but there's no point in just fucking ragging on it, constantly. People are eventually gonna get tired of hearing about it, whether it's a parody or constantly making content on him. I mean, at least he did what was right in the end. Finally, it's just a shame that it fucking took what it took to get him to fucking do it.
Yeah. What's great, actually, it's funny we're talking about this is today, apparently, or maybe it was yesterday, that Gerard made his return on Twitch, and a bunch of people started resubbing to him on Twitch, and then he took down the video again. And not only that, he put the chat on slow-mo, so obviously anything talking about the charity fraud, they would immediately
I mean, what did he expect, though? He said himself his career is over.
Yeah.
And then he goes and makes and then he goes and does a live stream he doesn't expect to get shit on?
Well, TSS, I don't know who this Pat guy is. Casey just sent me the video, so I don't know who he is.
He's a YouTuber who's not well known, and he's one of the things he's well known. He has the full library of the full NES library, and that's his whole thing. But he does a bunch of videos. There was one video that was related to me that got over 100,000 views, and it was
he does those flea market videos, and he used to do those Ask Frank videos with his friend Frank. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I miss watching those, but I think he just got he goes all to those conventions all the time. So, I mean, he's probably not seeing anything special.
Wait, hold on. You said he made a video of you?
Yeah, he did.
I need to see this video.
Well,
Casey bought a very rare game. Casey bought a very rare game and it ended up being fake, and he contacted Pat about it, and Pat actually made a video about it. It was in one of his videos.
It was late. The cart was labeled as a reproduction, but all right. Here's the story about it. I'll go through the whole thing. This is back when I was in Pennsylvania. I think the year is 2016. I was just got out of work heading towards Whitehall, Pennsylvania. There's a store.
White Hope. I'm sorry, I can't with you. White Hope. That's like
That's-
Black Mountain, right?
Yeah. So, there was a store called Second and Charles. It's kind of like
Wait, second. I know what that is. Dude, I've been to that place. It sells CDs, games, records, all that stuff. Yeah.
toys and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
Mars
pretty
sells
much.
Funkos.
I'm sure that one does that too now. I mean, shoot, the vintage stocks down here is like that, but St. Charles is like that, but just bigger than vintage stock. But so I went. I always go to obviously the game section. So I think I wanted something out of the case, and you always had to have someone come over and pull it out and look at it. So while waiting, I just looked over the counter and I heard that from other people saying if you see a crate of stuff, you can ask them to bring it up and you could look through it. And I saw a crate of NES games. So I was like, hey, can I look at that? And I looked through it. The only other game that I should have picked up was Lemmings for the NES, but I didn't. And then I stumbled across Panic Restaurants. And when I saw it, it's like the cart and label was mint. So I was like, and I saw
what was the
price.
game?
Panic Restaurants.
Never heard of it.
So, well, it's a rare game.
Okay.
It didn't sell well. So, it was marked for like $45. So I took a chance and I went to the counter, bought that. I was like hoping, it's like, please do not know what this is. Like, please let this slip through the system and let me get out of here with the game. And yeah, I got out and I was shocked at. Plus, what's funny, anytime like this, I try to call someone, hey, I just picked this up. No one would answer their fucking phone. So I'm driving, and I'm just stunned. I'm kind of like driving and kind of looking at the cart, like. And then eventually, I looked at the sticker, and it says repro, and my heart.
Damn.
Well, my heart sank.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Well, how much did you pay for that game again, Casey?
$45.
I was gonna say you're lucky for a repro for a rare game. You didn't end up paying a couple hundred. It would have been fucking worse.
Well, so I get home. I was gonna test it, see if it actually played the game, and it did. But that doesn't mean anything. You can buy this game on AliExpress or some other website, and it'll look close. So, I put the post out onto, I think it was Nintendo Age, and some people were like, "Hey, let me look at that cart," and some of them started saying, "I think that might be real." I was like, "Oh, come on," because the label on it was mint. It was like not even a scratch on it. So, but I felt that. See, the thing is, a lot of times an NES reproduction cart will feel a lot heavier because there's more parts. Sometimes there are more parts or be less parts. So the weight won't be right. Well, weight was perfect.
It's perfect.
So,
see,
yeah.
how can you tell though? That's how can you tell from a reproduction and a fucking original copy?
The screws, there's the screws and stuff too. There's ways to tell. It's pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, let me finish the story. So, one of the mentions says that the back label on the NES cart, a lot of people don't notice. They'll imprint a number, and then like they're saying, "Well, does it have this number imprint?" Like, yes. And Well, I didn't have the screwdriver to undo it. So the very next day, I took the Panic restaurants to um, a buddy of mine at the pawn shop. They opened it up. If I didn't see wires or the board looked wrong or weird, I would be like, "Oh, it's fake." Open it up, and I knew immediately it was real because, like, one, I've seen pictures of NES boards before, and it looked like that too. And then you can go to websites, or you can even Google the board. So I Googled the board. It's identical to the board that was on Google. So, and there was just everything was pointing that it was real. So I got a real Panic restaurant for $45 that
Which
the
probably would have cost you a hell of a lot more. If it was
oh
real.
dude, the price was going between $400 and $600 at the time. Now it's like just under $1,000. I think it's between $800,000 right now for
I don't know,
Panic.
man. Couldn't be me ever spending that much money on a single video game. Never.
No, I agree. But
I don't give a fuck how rare it is.
and eventually, I felt. I mean, I love to have the holding on it, but I also always wanted one of those arcade one-up machines. And I played the game. The game was okay. Then I was like, you know what? I always wanted an arcade machine. This local toy store had one the arcade machine that you guys seen several times, and t- told it had over 800 games in there, and it's already been built and has the riser, and like fuck, I'll pay $400. Like, so I
What
just
one was it? I'm just curious. You said it was a one-up. Which one was it?
the Street Fighter 2.
Oh, okay.
But it has, like we talked before, it has the Raspberry Pi in there.
Right, the 800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been modded. So to me, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have more fun with that arcade machine than that game. So I took the game to the game store I always go to, and the guy gave me pretty much what it was worth, $400 at the time. And talked to the people at the toy stores. Like, I'll buy it for $400. Just do me a favor. Just cut the tax off. Make or lower that. Can you lower it down to where the plus tax is $400? And they're like, yeah, sure, we can do that. And so pretty much it was a trade for that card for my machine.
I would not trade a rare fucking video game you'll probably never get your hands on again for an arcade one-up machine.
Well, I'm more happy what I got. So, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, it has a bunch of games on it. I really like it. I mean, plus I usually don't believe in this, but I really felt like the game had some bad juju on it. So I wanted to get rid of it. So, like, ever since I bought that, there was some bad juju. So,
What are you saying? It's cursed or something?
I felt like it. Yes, I thought it felt like it was cursed a little bit. So I wanted to get rid of it because I had some bad luck after that, and it was like almost right after it. So, plus, like I said, I wanted the closest to the arcade machine, and that's the closest I'll ever get to an arcade machine. Is that so? Now, TSS says he would have kept it for selling it for thousands of dollars. Well, the thing is, It
I
was
mean, if you're
been
happy with what you got, man, obviously it's your collection, your money, your games. You can do whatever you want with it. But I'm just saying, personally, I wouldn't have done that.
well. Here's the thing. Well, the rate of the price was going. It was actually at the time when I sold it. You hear that?
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
only a
somebody's
car alarm.
Yeah. Someone's getting in my fucking car.
Probably.
I guess not, because the alarm went off. If they took off of it, I can just maybe get a new one.
Yeah, because cars are so easy to get, Casey.
But no, at the time when I sold it, the pricing of that game went down a couple $100. It was about $600 when I bought it. That's what it was worth. The price dropped $200 after. So the only reason the price of it went up through the roof is because the pandemic rose all the prices, and that one just kept on going ever since. After the pandemic, it was kind of like how Earthbound pre-pandemic was $200 for Earthbound. Just before it actually lost value, went down 150. I was about to ready buy it because I did not want to pay $200 for that. Pandemic hit, it rose up to $400 and it hadn't dropped since. So, I watched the prices. So, like I said, I seen the price of Panic Restaurant went from $600 down to $400. So I figured, hey, I can get this. At the time, they weren't whoring these machines out as they are now. But
It's
also,
it's the way you say it. It's like
whoring them out.
yeah.
But I always feel like the people who buy these that that hasn't been modified. Like I tried to tell Cronin because I know he has
He's got the Ninja Turtles one.
yeah, he is the Turtles one, and that only has 2 games. Imagine how long will that keep you entertained for? You play a couple times, it's just a thing that's holding up real estate, right? Like, how many times are you going to play Ninja Turtles before you're not going to touch the fucking thing again, right?
Not only
Wow,
that, you
this,
can get the Cowabunga collection on the fucking Xbox and have like
yeah.
13 games.
Well, this thing has over 800 arcade games, and I could sit there and play arcade games for days if I wanted to. So, I mean, do I still wish to keep that game? Yes, but it I kind of wanted the arcade machine a little bit more than that game. Plus, eventually, I knew of something was going to come by, and I'm going to want it more than that game. And that at that time, it was that. I sold some stuff like I would upgrade, like I had a TurboGrafx 16, and I upgraded to a PC Engine Duo that's been um, modded to play both and the CDs too. And I didn't have to pay a lot more after that too. So I mean, I know eventually some of the stuff I would either change out and get something else, or but I knew I was eventually going to sell that. I don't know why, but I just had a feeling I was already. One time when I needed money, I pawned it and used that as collateral
Well,
for.
Casey, let's be honest here. You know what to do if you fucking need money.
What?
You know what you need. Well, you know what to do if you need money.
What?
Come on, let's be honest here. You go on the fucking corner.
Hey. I don't know why he's doing that. There's no sound out there. Dukas.
I don't even hear your dog, so.
He's
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You guys don't hear him?
No.
No, I don't hear Duke at all.
He's growling and barking.
Hmm.
Well, I can understand when he's not growling, but he was barking.
We didn't even hear it. We didn't hear him at all.
No.
So if we can't hear him, your stream definitely isn't hearing him. So you're the only one drawing attention about your own
We
dog.
definitely cannot hear him or see him at all, Casey.
Well, did you hear that?
No.
Hold on.
Now he wants to prove his fucking point that his dog is making noise.
Oh, there he is. He's coming out of the blanket. What was that, Dukas? I don't know. He must have probably heard something. No, he's right. I know he doesn't need to go. He just had a giant piss where it's like he seemed like he had a pot of coffee and then he took a big old dump. So I know he doesn't need to go. But
at least that's what you think, anyways, Casey.
Hopefully. Well, you know what's crazy? I took him out. I was only gone for less than maybe give or take an hour going grocery shopping. And I knew I'd come back, he was going to shit on the fucking floor. And I took him out beforehand. And I came back. Yep. And he actually was funny a couple weeks ago. I totally forgot I ran out of the house to head into work. And then I remembered I forgot about taking my morning meds. So I called my boss. I was like, hey, I'm going to run a little late because I forgot to take my meds. Come back. Before I even get in the house or the apartment, I was like, he's already shit in the house. And I've only been gone for like 10 minutes. And yep, he took a shit on the floor. 10 minutes.
Hey, it happens, man. They're dogs.
Either so you don't like something about that house, or you're not having him outside long enough.
Well, I mean, I walk him. A lot of times I'll walk him, he'll piss, and then he'll want to walk right back. Or sometimes I'll walk him and he doesn't want to do anything. He'll just sit there on the concrete.
Well, you know, it's not really what you want, it's what he wants. Let's be honest here. If he'll let you know if he needs to take a shit or a piss.
Well, believe me, I'll walk him. He'll piss and say, "Oh, I'm done," and then he'll come back in. Then I'll take off, and then he'll take a shit in the house. I still call it house, even though it's a freaking apartment.
Oh, it's still your house, so.
I tell you one thing, I think the rent went up ever since last time. I know for sure. Like, dude, when I was living in Pennsylvania, the first apartment we had up there, we were paying $500. At that time, that was a good deal then. But that was about right there. It was only a one-room apartment, and we had a big bedroom and a big living room.
Rent's gone up everywhere, dude.
What?
The rent's gone up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Even where I live, like a two bedroom house used to be like $1,200 a month. Now it's like $1,800 at the minimum.
Oh my god.
I don't even pay that much. I pay like $1,200 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
That's not too bad actually for that.
That is pretty good. Definitely, that is definitely pretty good.
All right,
and I'm in the fucking country area now.
I mean, I just paid $800 here, but there's a $50 charge for something. So before that,
Service fees.
what?
Probably service fees.
Yeah, I think it was some. No, well, service fees for what?
For your water, your trash. Fucking, they probably, I don't, some places they like,
I
they'll
know.
put it all together. Sometimes they'll put it separate, but they'll have it all in the rent. I mean, it really depends.
I think all that's real. I think the only one they kind of tack on there is water, but
What about
uh,
sewage?
I think the rest of that, like that, is um, tied into the rent,
Mm.
and I pay for the electricity, obviously. So
Oh, well, obviously, yeah. Pay for whatever is not included. Like, I mean, do you have free? Like, do you have what? Do they charge you for garbage,
um,
or is it for free?
I think it's tied into the rent.
Okay, yeah, that's same here.
Yeah, the only thing I know they kind of tack on is the water, and the water bill's not that bad. So
Could be worse.
no, I'm actually actually a little easier to handle this than the house. The house was, yeah, I wasn't paying rent, but there was, yeah, I mean, I could have continued paying the utilities, and uh, honestly, the utilities were like crazy because I think at first my mom, I think she was paying hers paperless
Oh,
because
paperless, yeah.
for the first month after she passed.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I supposed to find out where what I owe until the next month? And it's, oh well, you're late 1 month late, so I had to pay as much as I could to keep everything going.
Right.
So electricity would be like 200 and something, like 250, and then like other stuff for like it was just enough to keep it going sometimes,
Right.
because it's not like I get the bill and like I say fuck it. I was like, I just didn't get it until the month after she passed.
Mm.
So, and this is even when she was in the hospital. I didn't see anything. So,
Well, yeah, because if they're
well,
paperless, then they're all on her online accounts. That's why.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I had no idea where to look
Yep.
until they finally decided to send it through the mail. So all that's really that. So that's one less headache, and can't wait for the house to be sold so I can have
Get
some
that sweet cheddar.
sweet cheddar, so I
Yeah.
can pay off my debts and trade up and sell this dog and get a better dog. No, I
Are you
wouldn't do
still
it.
selling them to the Chinese?
That's right.
Because I think Mr. Wong Fu Wah over there would probably want you to, call him up. You know, you had a conversation with him earlier. Let's be honest.
No, I couldn't. I mean, honestly, look at him. How can you hate
It says
this?
Chinese food all over. I'm just kidding.
I love him so much. He's my puppy. A lot of times I'll have like a shitty day, and he'll just with him, he'll be so happy to see me.
Uh-huh.
It turns my day around. He's my baby. He's my baby boy. I love him.
No, I can agree with you on that. That's
He
like the
keeps me
best spot.
up. Huh?
Yeah, I can agree with you on that because to be honest with you, fuck, I'd rather not even have kids, dude. I'd rather just raise my dog and then that just be it. Because I don't want to put that burden on my fucking kids, you know what I'm saying? All these people that are fucking having kids and fucking can't even support their asses, yet you fucking bring them in the world. If you can't take care of a dog, you can't take care of a kid. That's how I see it should be.
Well, I figure if I ever have a child, I'd treat him just like the dog, and it'll have its separate food and water bowl too. I'll make
Right.
sure I'll put some certain food in the dispensary as like he does.
But wait, what about all those kids you have locked up in the
Oh,
in the
that's
other
different.
room?
That's different.
Wait, how is it different? Wait, I fucking Epstein Island. How is that different? Please.
They're not my children. Those are
No, they're just the kids that you fucking abuse.
no. I kidnapped them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's even
okay.
better, Casey.
But what? Yeah, it's even better. You fucking kidnapped them and then you abuse them. Are you and like fucking Epstein and Harvey Weinstein and the Clintons all in cahoots?
No comment.
Who's sucking whose dick over there? That's the real question.
Casey says no comment.
No comment. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
you sick fuck.
My lawyer told me I cannot talk about that.
Your lawyer? I haven't seen your lawyer in fucking months. What are you talking about? I think he bailed on your ass because you couldn't pay the fucking fees.
Well,
He said, "Fuck this cheap Jew. I can't pay. He won't pay me."
I tell him all the time is like, hey, the check is in the mail.
Yeah, the check bounced many of times.
Oh, I mean,
just like Paul Heyman, huh, Paulie?
Here's the secret: there's no actual check. I just keep telling them the same thing every week.
Exactly. That's why you're Paul Heyman. You bankrupt fucking ECW, and now you're just fucking, writing bad checks. Eventually, they're gonna come for you.
Well, you seen. Well, I mean, do you actually see anyone use a check anymore? Like, stores
Rarely.
don't really. Stores don't even take checks no more. And you wonder why? I'm the reason why. You don't want a check from me. Like, I'm the reason. That's why they have to rely on cash and card now.
Right.
You sound so proud of that fact too, Casey.
Oh, he is cheap as he is. I mean, well.
Yep. I am pretty proud of that.
He is pretty Jewish. I mean, he is Rabbi Casey, let's be honest.
But, Rose, you want to go ahead and shout out your shit?
Yeah, just check out the channel, check out the Twitch, check out the YouTube. Just reinstated my Twitch affiliate and whatnot, so I can get bits and subs and stuff again. So I always say, come check out the channel. There's always something for everybody on the channel. So that's the way I see it.
Do you know if Frank actually raised any funds for that charity?
Yeah, he did. $700.
Yeah, he donated. He donated $675 because PayPal fees.
Oh, hold on. Did he personally pay that much, or people donated it?
People donated
that's how much people donated. It was actually Seth Negan. He dropped 2 bombs. I watched the stream. Shout out to Seth Negan.
I was hoping people donated it. I was broke as fuck. I would have done it. But
so was I, but I still donated a little something.
Well, dude, I had to wait until the 4th until I got paid again to pay the rent. I mean, technically, I was safe until the 6th, but I hadn't. Like, I was $100 short, so I had to wait until next paycheck, so I really couldn't do anything. So
that's the excuse.
I was at least happy that he got that amount of money for.
He said he was only expecting to get like $100, and he got a lot more than that. So,
I'm happy because, I mean, I would trust Frank way more than. Honestly, I trust you, Frank, and the people in our crew if they're gonna do charity than fucking those big time YouTubers now.
Yeah, you ever
I mean-
notice that any YouTuber that gets really fucking big, you can't even fucking trust them?
Oh,
They-
definitely.
Their egos get huge.
They always get fucking in trouble with something. Either they're closet pedophiles and they finally come out and they're finally caught about it, or they're involved in some kind of scandal like the fucking completionist, or anyone else that's fucking done any fucking any kind of crime that didn't involve children.
Oh yeah.
Or
No.
or they get so big for their freaking britches that they for some reason get depressed about it and then fucking off themselves like Yo T Slayer did. Like
Well,
Yo Slayer did.
people are like that.
I mean, gosh. I mean, God, look at freaking. God, who's that one guy that. It was that black guy who.
Oh, yeah, it's gotta be the black guy, huh, Casey?
Well, I mean, I had to try to describe him, but he had that really. He went crazy. He was like. SwitchCon. Was it SwitchCon Boys? Or Joy-Con Boys? God. It was Itika. Yeah, Itika.
Etika, yeah.
Took me forever to think who that was for a second. But, he got big, and look what happened to him. He lost his mind.
Yeah, but his freaking community was also toxic as shit and freaking pushed him to do it. So
Hey, it happens.
I can't. I didn't really watch his shit that much anyways. I couldn't tell you about his community. But, you have anything, AJ?
Not right now. I have stuff coming down the pipeline eventually.
Yeah. Are you going to talk about
It will soon.
Okay.
It's like a slow burn. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna shout out my shit now. So I released this one.
Wait, hold on. You said other shit, right? Me and
Yeah.
Mikkel are actually doing a live stream on Monday night for the Michigan Wolverine and the Washington Husky game for the national championship game.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be doing playoff previews and doing Friday Night Heat, and we're going to be doing live streams for the NFL playoffs streams. So
Nice.
come hang out with us, yeah.
Hopefully,
And
you
hopefully this
guys.
time we don't get fucking that videos banned. That was so fucking stupid. I literally ripped him a new one after that. We literally,
Well,
it came
so-
down to it. It wasn't more than 1,000, dude. It went up higher than that. It was 2,000.
Not. That's what I'm hoping if
Yeah,
you guys do well.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm hoping for that end, and hopefully, obviously, not the other end. Hopefully,
No, totally. And
hopefully,
Mikkel is 4 away from 100.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if people are in the chat, sub up on Mikkel. Fucking, he's a good guy. Let him fucking earn his fucking, what he does. You know what I mean? He's a good guy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shout out. I already shout this out, but I think people are enjoying this. Is the Celebrity Deathmatch on Xbox? This just got over 100 views and still counting a little bit. If you want to watch a bad game that's actually on Nintendo, I just released this one today. It's called Game & Watch Gallery 4 for the Game Boy Advance. And I probably shouldn't played it as long as I did, especially if there were some parts that it just got boring because the gameplay just was so too easy, and I should have stopped earlier. But that I dropped today. But I'm gonna give you guys a little hint. I mean, future content. I'm gonna probably start building and get ready for that. Might come out tomorrow or Monday, but it's for the Xbox, and it's one Burger King games called what's it called?
Is it about you?
Snake King, Snake King or King? Yeah, Snake King, where the Burger King mascot sneaks around and hands out Burger King products.
Now, see, I don't see you doing that.
What?
I don't see
Playing
you handing out burgers or products to people. You're like, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm keeping this for myself.
Well, do you remember the Burger King mascot?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Well,
Just like the Burger King's Kids Club back in the 90s.
what's
Right.
funny, the intro of the video, he sneaks around, looks like this garage area, like you know how sometimes people has a separate uh, garage to the house. It looks like
Yeah,
where they
it's
have the
called the
aisle.
attached to garage.
Yeah, where there's an aisleway and then the garage is on the end.
Yeah.
So the Burger King mascot is just, sneaking around, and he's all freaking creepy. But that's the beginning of it. But
Okay, let me ask you this, since we're talking about mascots. What do you think's more creeper? Because it's pretty much based on Chuck E. Cheese. Five Nights at Freddy's or the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics?
Probably Five Nights at Freddy's because that was meant to be scary.
I don't know. I would say Chuck E. Cheese nowadays. Have you seen one of those? The new logo. It's kind of creepy.
I thought they
I
went
would say
bankrupt like
actually,
fucking 5 years ago.
I would actually say, I don't know if you guys ever seen the animatronics from Showbiz Pizza. I would say probably that.
What
Where
is this like a? Is this like a cheap knockoff of Chuck E?
yeah, yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's a competition between Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese. Eventually, Chuck E. Cheese bought them out, or
Oh,
was it
really? Here's a
no?
fun fact. I don't know if you guys had them, but Discovery Zones, way
Yeah,
back in the day. Yeah,
I
those are
seen
the
them.
fucking shit, man.
I've never been in one, but
What about Jeepers?
no,
No. Wow. Okay.
I only been to as anything like this to Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza,
No. Okay.
but
I don't know. I don't even have a show. I've never even had a Showbiz Pizza. I've had Chuck E. Cheese and like I Play America, but that's about it.
well, I think Showbiz Pizza died in the 80s.
Mhm.
I think I know it didn't last much further than the early 90s, but I think they died in the 80s.
Well,
So,
yeah. I mean, think about it. There was a lot of good places that died in the fucking the 80s, 90s, and mid 2000s. I mean,
oh,
hell, even 2010s. Let's be honest here.
well, stuff are still dying. I mean, stuff evolves and dies off
Yeah.
eventually.
But they shouldn't die, though. Let's be honest. Some things just shouldn't die, but they did.
Yeah, but
And we can all blame the Zoomers for it.
well, I'm gonna go and probably eat something and go to bed. So I appreciate everyone coming by. For AJ, The Rose, Kratos, and Steve Cowan, I am Casey the Draw, and we are out of time, and I'll see you guys later. I was gonna steal the
Bye.
Rose
Of course you
tag,
would.
but I decided not to. But you guys have a good day. We're
Later.
out. See ya.